Hi and welcome to More Than a Story, our D&D podcast about education and electroshock therapy. I'm your GM Joe, joined by
Sam playing Gwion,
Ben playing Groford.
with Ben getting arrested by the sound of it in the
I
background.
am. I better coming for me.
Speaking of dangerous situations, last session we left off briefly after returning from the outside of Voltress. We did the combat last session as well, didn't we? Am I missing things? Did the fight? It's been 2 weeks.
Did we? Oh my god, that's very... Yeah,
yes,
very
it starts with the fight, doesn't it? Yes, we started with the fight.
Yeah.
Learned a lot about the order of the Sentinels, and then travelled back to Voltress to discover that you've been given a new job. You researched a little more in the library about Tiermund, which was a location that had been mentioned to you, and you chatted with Lady Goldenwing and got a new sort of job, sort of hinted that it might be a good idea to go deal with some Corvids.
Yeah.
And then I believe you finished off the session by adopting the cutest of puppies.
And you gave it to me.
And that's what we're gonna.
I've got a husky.
That's what we're gonna start today's session. Is I want, before you've had a time to adjust as characters to the idea of a dog, I want to know each of your characters' name for the dog without discussing.
Oh.
So, Torsten, what's your immediate? Ooh, that dog's definitely a. I put them entirely on the spot with this one.
We'll not preempt this.
Gwion, what are you thinking as names for this particular hound?
Gwion would know it. Like, I think that dog needs like a really mighty name. Like, what was the there's the, I know it's not in this campaign, but what's like the orc god name in Baldur's Gate 3? Like the really evil Gordash? Yeah, that one. Gromish.
Gromish.
Like something really powerful and mighty for this little husky puppy.
Gromish Granganathan.
Yes, sir.
I don't have a good name, like a good visual for that god in my head, but like I'm getting Gromish, and sometimes it's like turning into like Gromit from more like Wallace and Gromit.
Cheese!
Reimagined as Gromit.
Yeah.
Relentless cheese.
Well, the Gromit is the dog, isn't he? Wallace and
Cheese, Gromit? Yeah,
So
Gromit is the
Gromit
dog.
is
Oh my
already
god,
the
Gromit
dog.
is actually the dog, yeah.
And Groford, what's your first initial thoughts?
Gromish is good. The initial thought I actually had was Lucifer. Don't know why.
Lucifer. Ooh,
I thought of the name Lucifer.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. You might use that for
What,
plot reasons.
if he turns into a horned devil at some point.
Yeah, Lucifer's actually a sick name. I'm down. Can we just make it? We're gonna have to name the dog Lucifer now. That's actually a sick name.
Well, you
for a
guys haven't
husky
discussed
puppy.
as characters, so that's where we'll jump in to the session
Gwion.
with you sitting in the mossy mess, dog and Warforged and man and other man.
Welcome back.
My phone didn't. I could hear you the whole time, but my Chrome just like froze up.
Anyway,
That's why you gotta use Edge, guys. That's why you gotta use Edge.
fuck off.
And you stopped
Get out of here.
No one's edging in my podcast. Understood?
Aww.
For the boys.
I'll stop then.
Disgusting!
disgusting.
I was so close as well.
We go back to Skype. I think Skype probably filters you guys. There's probably some controls for this.
Yeah, that's parental guidance warning.
Right, so we're sat in the money mess, and
Yes.
you just turned up with a fucking dog.
What is in? You are sat in the mossy mess with a dog.
You handed me a dog. Ooh. I think
Whose dog is that?
I mean, it's mine now, apparently. Where did you get the dog, Gwion?
Oh, this great shop that rebranded, but the original name, I think, was Furry Friends.
And did you buy?
What are they? They dress up as the animals, or
No dressing up. But it would be a good selling point and good business idea. We should really market this to them.
Stays the furry.
I
friends.
will not be the reason. You will all not be the reason that the culture of fairies gets invited into this podcast. Oh my world, that I've spent so long in writing.
Taken over by furries.
fairies get everywhere. There's no way you're keeping them out.
True. Very true.
Is there some irony there with hair and pet hair?
They're not fairies if they're like dressed as rats, right? Is there a different subcategory for that?
Like a rodent, like rodentin.
I don't think so,
There
Joe.
is-
I think they're all just fairies.
Yeah.
There is scalies, isn't there? People who dress up as
Yeah.
lizards and stuff.
You would know.
And I think birds is a different one.
I feel like they can all be categorized under one banner. If
Yeah. The fairy van.
Do they have a flag or not? Or is it just,
Probably.
just fairy?
They peed on it.
absolutely
woman.
know they have a flag.
A big fluffy flag.
Big fluffy flag.
Anyway, back to Dungeons and Dragons.
Guion, did you pay for the dog or did you bet for
What
the
kind of
dog?
question is that? Of course I paid for the dog.
Oh, well,
I'm all above board, you know me.
well, I do know you, that's why I asked, but I do appreciate him. Is him or her?
I don't know.
Can I please examine the dog to try and find out if it's him or her, please?
That's a boy dog.
That's a boy dog, nice.
That's a boy dog.
Ah, it's him. Well, I mean...
I figured, based on last time, I figured that we could, you could use the dog to try and bolster your communication skills, and practice your conversation, and also getting to see life and the world, and your exploration seems to meet some of your goals with boy dog, which needs a name.
Dog boy.
We could call him Dog.
That might get a little confusing.
Maybe a little bit. I feel like that's sort of arrogant, because you're sort of saying my dog is the dog.
I mean,
Yeah,
this guy
you-
is the dog. He's super cute. I mean, look, there's no other dog that's gonna be as cute as this little fellow.
He is
I'm gonna throw his bed.
objectively adorable.
You sound very excited about that, Torsten.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Can't you tell?
Yes, you sound very excited.
I am also slightly concerned by the fact that this dog is probably not the hardiest of creatures.
He looks
Oh, he'll be
so,
alright.
so
Protect you.
untough. Like he looks like maybe one good kick. No joke. Jesus.
What are you going to do to my dog?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if no one has any good name guesses or propositions,
He looked like a Guion to me.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's in
But
the
I'm
eyes.
just
Are you saying I look as cute as this little fellow? Is so adorable.
look. I've said what I said. You take it how you like.
Well, I'm gonna take it as I look stunning, just like this dog.
do you feel good?
Absolutely adorable.
Do you feel good as a dog, Leon?
I'm not a dog.
Guion
I mean,
also,
Nice
yeah.
and clear.
but
as
like,
appropriate as
if
it might
you-
be, it could get even more confusing than dog.
Wait, say that again, Torsten.
As appropriate a name as it might be, it could get even more confusing than the name dog if we were not
That is
careful.
fair. That is very fair. And also, I feel like it'd be weird if you go into that voice and you go, "Oh, look at the little guys! Look at the little," and you start
I
saying,
don't
"Oh,
wanna
look
be
at the little
associated with that.
Guion."
Not at all.
Mhm.
I don't want any association with that
believe
kind
it
of
would.
voice. It's patronising and humiliating.
Oh, you don't like the
Little fella.
don't like the voice.
I will punch you.
Oh,
Okay,
little
I'm sorry.
Guion
I
doesn't
do
know the
apologize.
boys.
It was too easy. It was very easy to do. But I do. I
You
do
both
apologize.
are definitely on strike one, and I will start. Strike two is when the fists start flying, and I'm very accustomed to bar fights for no reason at all. So yeah, just letting you know.
Well, I was thinking the name Lucifer for him potentially.
Do I recognise that name from somewhere?
Well, probably. I mean, is Lucifer a name in this world, Joe?
Great
Yes,
question. It is probably along the like the devilish lineage, I would reckon. So somewhere in the line of demon to tiefling transformation, along that bloodline, somewhere there would have been a famous Lucifer, I would reckon. But nothing that directly springs to mind. There isn't a fallen angel named Lucifer, as far as you know, in any of the ancient tales.
Well, I mean, I recognise it from something, but I just think it's a nice name. I mean, do you know what you recognise it from?
Sounds strong and powerful.
I don't mind it.
And this little guy is very
Anyway,
powerful.
This still doesn't really combat the. If we give him a strong and powerful name, do you think he'll survive the harpies and the corvids and whatever
Yes,
else
everyone.
we come against?
Everyone will be terrified of him, look.
Well, that does
Like,
make sense.
Tongue out of mouth, looking, no thoughts between the eyes. Like,
He's so ferocious.
very much a killer. Just-
I'm figuring that between your big shield and armor and Grofed's mechanical stuff, plus remember he can revert time and stuff because it's wibbly wobbly to him, and my hulking presence, we can all kind of protect him, you know?
Well, I mean, sure.
I would put my life on the line.
Let's see how it flies, eh?
Hey, wait.
No, let's not see how it flies. No,
the dog
dogs
doesn't.
don't
Don't fly.
dogs don't fly.
Dogs
We could
do
try
not
throwing him off the
fly.
edge, but I don't think he
Yeah.
will fly.
What are your passive perceptions, by the way?
Oh, they're all trash. We all suck at passive perception.
Not Guions.
Look,
Well,
that
there's
is
a
not
whole-
the sort of. That's not the sort of question you ask a respectable D&D player, okay?
It's
is
what I've just asked
cruel.
you, so I'll need to know. You know?
An unusual
Don't
punishment.
worry about it. You're all just in a regular pub. I just need to know.
Mine's 27.
Wow.
Or
British
it
it
could be 11. I'm just, you know,
Oh, you just
Well,
dislike
somewhere
it.
in that range.
well, mine is 9, so me and Lewis make a team.
9/11. Love that.
13.
13. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it.
Let's go, Guion. Oh,
Guion sees all. Some call him Third Eye Mike.
Sees all,
Well, fine.
knows all.
yeah, he sees his
Who
nose
calls
all
you
the
what?
time.
Sorry.
Some call him Third Eye Mike, you know, with all the stuff he sees. But it's fine.
Ah,
The
okay.
Third Eye Magic Mike.
Well,
You were the
Depends if
more
you catch him on the
fortunate
weekend.
version.
Well, thank you for him, I guess. Guion.
You're more than welcome for little Lucifer. You're such a good little bulldog. Why are you panting?
I thought my friend of mine made me friends with the dog because that's what I was thinking.
Oh, good idea.
understandable.
Like the three of them gathered around the table, Grion, Groford, and the dog, all panting in unison.
That's not a weird sight.
It's a great sight. A Warforged, a man, and a dog.
A Warforged mad dog walking to a bar.
I'm going to have a quick look around as well. Happen to be any of the... not Feathered Guard, the name's gone out of my head. I had them.
The Fallen Wing.
Fallen Wing.
Order
thank
of the
you.
Fallen Wing.
Roll a perception check for me.
That's a good one.
10.
10. There doesn't appear to be any members of the Fallen Wing in yet. It's still a little early, probably around like 12 in the evening, after finishing all the business for the day. No. As far as people in the pub, there's a couple of old gnomes playing cards in the corner, and there's a man sat by the bar with what seems to be a spear, like propped up against the back of his chair.
Guion,
Yes.
if we wanted to talk to the Corvid Brothers, where would we go? Do you know? Do you know like where their base of operations are or anything?
Not a clue. Actually, no, not true. I do have a clue. They usually hang out in a pub where I first met them, and they play poker. And let me sort through my notes while I find a name.
Was it like bucket? Was a bucket involved?
Entirely possible.
The bucket handle or something?
The boiling pot.
The boiling pot.
That would be the one.
Yeah.
It's in the sub-layer of Voltress.
Okay. Sub-layer. I'm sorry, what's the sub-layer?
Well, there's multiple layers to the Voltress, right? There's like a more mechanical run-down area. Fast experienced Voltressers. That's the
So it's not below. It's not like surface level, underground level.
No, it is genuinely below ground. Sub-layer of Voltress is known as the boiler room. Broford, you'd have heard of it. Guion, you stumbled into it somehow while a bit drunk and ended up at the boiling pot itself, which is to be where you bumped into the Corvid Brothers last time. You don't retain a lot of information about the boiling pot or the boiler room, potentially.
Why could that be?
Alcohol's great, guys. It's God's apology for making it
Drink
sound
responsibly.
So, as far as I'm aware, the Corvid Brothers have been making a bit more of a nuisance of themselves recently.
Yes, absolutely.
Raiding out at like warehouses and stuff, and then we think they might be responsible on the raid on the Dockmaster's office before the Flesh Amalgam came out.
Yes, indeed. They raided it just before the monster, the weird.
So there's a chance they're involved.
Somehow, potentially. Used as the distraction, maybe.
Okay, so what? We find them and what? Just kill them? What's the plan? I don't know.
I don't know about
what was
killing.
Killing them is a bit harsh, maybe.
Yeah, of course. But what was the exact? Does anyone remember the charge that we were given by Golden Wing? What was the mission?
Golden who? I've not mentioned Golden Wing yet.
Have you not?
No,
my bad.
But
By Ben's employer.
By my employer, yeah. Yes, she didn't really give us a charge. She said that related to our case about the what is it called? I've written down slosh monster, but it's not called a slosh.
Flesh
monster.
amalgam.
Flesh amalgam. That's a lot more horrifying.
That is what Alistair referred to it as.
A flesh amalgam. To do with the flesh amalgam, she gave us this information, and also the Corvid Brothers are making a nuisance of themselves. So I asked if we were to do something about them or hurt them in some way, would we be reprimanded necessarily? And she sort of gave the no, not really.
Okay.
So not really a particular charge, just sort of information.
All right then. So we could scout the area.
I would like
see
to
what they're up to.
Remind all, as much as I'm down for a trip to see the Corvid Brothers, we have a warning and are on strike one of Bell or Blackhorn's list for not doing anything against the law. And although we wouldn't try to do anything against the law, from my experience, an ale or two in the sub-layer, and sometimes, somebody says something, they punch you first, you punch them back, and, happens. So I'm just going to remind us that this is... I don't really want to get arrested.
No, of course.
Is it like a universal thing that strike two is when fists start flying?
I was under the impression it was the third strike and you were out.
Well, in the army, we always did first. We think it's better to kind of go on number 2 because then everybody else goes on number 3 and, you get the first strike. And then you get the upper hand, So I was always taught, one warning, strike second. Boss.
Seems fair.
It seems like the Corvid Brothers are becoming a nuisance, so it seems as though if we were to do something, we may not be charged.
Okay, let's do it. Let's just be a bit careful of little Lucifer here.
We should.
Yeah. So what we? Sure, go on.
Should we find like some way to? I could carry him. We get like
He
a
needs a
backpack
sling.
or
He
something.
needs a sling.
Like some sort of fabric. I mean, I've got my scarf that sort of like wraps around. Not really a scarf. It's like a shawl. Try and model it into some sort of sling.
I see nothing going wrong here.
Can I model? I've got a sort of shawl that goes over my shoulder that wraps around my neck. Try and turn it into some sort of dog sling.
So cute.
Yes, you can. I'm trying to figure out what kind of role that
I'm
would
helping.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm helping. I'm helping.
I'm gonna say, Grayford, can you make an animal handling check, and Guion, can you make a survival check? for your
Well, it's not
knowledge?
looking.
Yes,
not
sir.
Looking, not looking the best.
First, the 12.
12.
Animal handling.
Mhm.
7.
7. Okay. You do manage to knock together a rudimentary sling. Now, you know it would stand up to like walking around the streets, no problem. Whether it would, however, hold.
Oh,
Oh,
we've lost God.
Joe, sorry, you can have all of that. There,
Whoops,
you're back.
I tapped out. That's fine. My bad.
You're back.
Yeah, I'm good. What did you hear?
Oh, you're sort of still lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe you're back.
Yeah, just
maybe
give it a
you're
minute.
back.
I was trying to open my.
Yeah,
I was trying to open
let
my
let it calm. Let it calm.
Spotify
Let it calm.
so that I could listen to music at the same time. It's getting easier and easier to
I fool.
cut. So,
Haha, you fool.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything.
No.
So we got
no
a
worries.
12 and a 7.
No worries. With a 12 and a 7, you make a rudimentary sling. It would definitely stand up to like walking around the city and like long journeys. It might be a little uncomfortable, but you're not quite sure how well it would do in a combat situation. It's not exactly protected. Like, we've just got a dog on the front of you. I mean, you're technically a little more protected, but
Oh
the
god.
dog is not.
Oh no. Oh, no. Guys, I might be staying completely out of combat if we fight.
So,
Right.
Don't worry, I'll protect you, Guildford.
But I guess should we go down to the dockmaster to see? I don't know. Ask what was taken.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. That's probably a good start. We can talk to the Dogmaster, find out what he's doing.
Say the dogmaster.
Find out what
Maybe
happened.
you can help with
Dogmaster. Maybe there is a Dogmaster as well, yeah.
That's a rough job.
Dogmaster, King of the Furries, I believe the name might be.
Yeah, or maybe he works for Furry Friends. Maybe that's a
They're
thing.
not called Boy Friends anymore. They've rebranded. We understood on that whole front there. Okay.
Yeah, but so did Twitter, and no one calls it X.
Yeah,
This
that
is
is
considerably smaller than X, okay?
Oh, this is franchising. This is going international.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a franchise. And if they were, they would be going under their new
This is
branding,
getting
wouldn't
art
they?
commission. This is like a whole thing.
whole thing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's the-
Dockmaster sounds like a good idea.
You know Torsten from your entering of the city, sort of where the Dockmaster's quarters are. And given the late nature of his job, he might still be there.
Oh yeah, is it late at night?
It's probably around 5-ish. No, 6.
I mean, we could walk or we could have a sleep and then go in the morning.
Yeah, we could. But I think Dockmaster Bowers is up at this time. Hopefully this won't be a long journey.
Sounds
I'm sure
right.
nothing will happen.
What could go wrong? Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, nothing would happen to us. So much has happened to us already. Surely more stuff wouldn't happen to us.
Yeah, that would be ridiculously unlikely.
Statistically,
Who could
impossible.
imagine something going wrong in a D&D session?
Never,
Speaking,
never.
speaking of something going wrong in a D&D session, that man that you saw at the bar with the spear, has got up and he's
Stabs you in the back.
He's following us.
He's walking. He's got up and he's walking towards you, seeing that you're about to leave.
I hide the dog.
Can I help you?
Yes. I heard there was a disturbance in one of the hydroponics labs the other night, and that some adventurers had dealt with it. Was that you?
That sounds like a matter for the watch. What interest do you have in it?
I'm just interested in local history and finding out what's been going on. So I'm new to Voltress.
I'm Torsten. Sorry, your name is?
Oh, Ashla.
Ashla. Okay, Ashla. Well, I think details of this nature should be handled by the Watch if they have made an official statement. That's their prerogative. I wouldn't want to overstep.
No, of course.
Sounds quite impressive, though. Do you know what this disturbance was?
No, I just heard that there was a disturbance, that some adventurers had dealt with it. I was hoping to understand a little more.
What does this Ashla look like?
That's what I was going to say. Can I have a look at her?
Yeah. He seems to be human, as far as you can tell. He's got fairly pale, skin, top to bottom, dark hair, tied back and knotted into a long plait that goes down his back. He's got a large spear, that he's placed gently on the ground next to him, unthreateningly. He's wearing, seems to be fairly light armor, with a long sort of grey, overcoat and cloak at the top of that.
Like an adventurer.
He looks, yeah, he sort of blends in with the table a little bit. He looks a little like an adventurer, yeah. Well, I didn't mean to disturb you, am I?
No, not at all, not at all. Why are you looking for these people, just out of curiosity?
Oh, just curiosity myself.
Fair enough. Well, it's good to know some people might be looking after us, as well as the bird.
He hoiks the
Is he
spear
weird?
to his shoulder.
That's a good question.
Is he weird?
Is there
You
a
get
bad
bad
vibe
vibes.
going on here? Is he trying to get us in
Roll a
trouble or
vibe
find
check,
something out
right?
from us?
Roll
Vibe
yourself
check.
a
Give me some
check.
vibes, bro.
Can I also vibe check
An
it?
insight, yeah.
Go on, Justin.
What's the vibes, bro? The vibes are opaque. 5.
12.
Vibes are lacking.
The
Yeah.
vibes are lacking.
12.
He's definitely searching for a particular bit of information, but
Okay,
why he might be doing that, you're unsure.
not sure.
It
Suspicious.
could be professional curiosity, like you
Connection.
said, or it could be. But he's not pressing you on the thing. He's shouldering a spear and he's walking away towards the door.
In my experience,
Actually,
people don't
okay.
want information.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Guion. Yes, we are the people who did that thing.
Oh, Guion.
Yes.
Well, that is
What's up, Torsten? I mean,
Again.
he was just wanting information, and
that is interesting. Well, thank you
Again.
for letting me know. What actually happened? I heard there was a disturbance, but was it a fight? Did the
well,
plants come alive and deal?
Guion. Guion.
yeah.
I
You
think
remember what I said earlier about this being the prerogative of the Watch? If this gentleman needs the information, he can talk to the Watch and they will furnish him with the information. It's not.
That is my
We don't
next
know.
one.
This is an ongoing investigation.
That's true, but I figured that maybe, you might like to hear the tales of how we completely and utterly mopped the floor with...
Torsten just hammers Guion.
I figured we might like to hear the tales of how we completely and utterly mopped the floor.
Okay, thank you, Guion. That's really good. But
You don't
maybe...
Guion,
no.
we know it was really cool, but we can't just hush.
I don't...
Guion, and I sort of pass Lucifer to him. Guion, here's Lucifer.
Have a
Guion
dog.
slowly strokes Lucifer.
distracted.
No offense.
And also, having not
by the
slept,
way.
his eyes kind of...
Oh,
Sure.
yeah,
He's kind of-
tired.
Ashla, sir, sorry. No offense is meant by this. We just don't want to get on the wrong side of the law.
Of course. I thank you for your time. He
Quite.
takes
Have a good
book
evening.
from his pocket and begins like reading it as he walks out. Like the thumbs are open and begins like reading down it and walking out.
We either just passed on an incredibly powerful ally, or an incredibly dangerous enemy.
Yeah.
So, Ashla leaves the pub,
It
and you
feels
said you were heading
scary.
towards the dock house, the dockmaster's.
Yes.
pub.
I do think it's a bit odd to be walking up and being like, "You're the person that did the thing." Maybe might be a bit dangerous.
Got any leads?
Are you okay, Luca?
Just catching 40 winks.
Well, let me explain just quickly.
You've gone quiet again.
There is a problem. Like, we have somebody doing bad things in the city. We haven't caught them yet, and this person wants to know what we know. It could
Why does
be
this
him.
person want to know what we know?
No, this person wants to know what we know, and he could be the bad guy.
He didn't look like a bad guy.
Well,
Look like a nice,
you
happy
can't
guy.
really.
What does a bad guy look? What does a bad guy look like?
Yeah,
You know,
No,
they
I
come
think he
over
tied
and-
his face
what,
all
like
the
a
time.
big one-eyed ogre sort of thing.
Yeah, or sometimes they wear lots of hoods over their heads. Or,
I mean,
they,
that is quite bad, to be fair.
yeah,
He
or,
did
or
have a
they,
hood, he wasn't wearing it though.
Exactly.
That's
Good
a
guy,
green- that's a
good
green
guy,
flag,
good
at
guy,
least.
you know, good guy.
Did he have any?
Green
Did he have
flag.
any? Did he have any scars?
They come over sometimes and they're covered in flesh, bits of giant made off them, you know,
Oh, I mean,
bad guy energy.
that's
Like, makes
quite
sense.
blatant. Quite
Yep.
blatant, to be
Yep.
fair.
Yeah, you see, they tell me these things in the army, you know.
What if?
EGE.
What if? How do you know? How do you know he's not a pile of flesh and he's just not accumulated himself into a person?
We all have pile of flesh accumulated into a person.
Way to ruin the story, guys. Fuck.
This conversation is happening on the way to the docks, by the way.
Yeah, we're walking into the docks.
Yeah, it's coming towards nighttime as you're walking down towards the dock front. The stars are just beginning to appear in the top halo, that blue band that makes
Whilst
the top
we're-
end of the sky.
Whilst we're walking, I'm keeping an eye out to see if we're being followed.
Make a perception check for me.
Dudum, dudum, dudum,
3.
dudum,
Three.
dudum,
You're
dudum,
too
Dudum.
distracted by a very cute dog that is currently in a sash across your chest. It's
Oh,
very
he's so
difficult to concentrate.
cute.
You're getting a couple of like weird looks as well. Weird looks that then turn into, oh my god, it's so cute. People are like, dog, Warforged dog, are adorable. It's a win.
Yes.
Absolute culture win right there. You make your way down to the dock fronts where you can see their Order of the Fallen Wing are loading what appear to be a large amount of supplies onto their floating fortress skyship. The dock fronts are still busy, but not as hubbubby as they are early in the morning. You can't see the dockmaster, but you know the dock house is a little ways along the front from you.
Well, I mean, that's what was broken into.
Hmm.
Dock house. So,
We can go and knock on the door, I'm sure it's about.
I really should have made him like a duck rather than a goose.
Nope.
oh, that would have been so good.
It could have been the dock master.
The Duck
Oh, well.
Master.
Ah, the Duckmaster.
A goose it is, it's too late.
Oh.
The goose is loose. You making your way to the dock house?
You could have another. You could have another quack at it and turn into a duck.
Oh, fuck.
I thought they had two favorites. You know, they had a duck and then a goose.
It's peak D&D right there. It doesn't get better than that.
Wild.
Absolutely. You make your way to the dock front and right by the dock house, you can see that there's appears to be, you figure out from location-wise over towards the right-hand side of the dock here, borders on to the warehouses. So like the back would be another entrance into that enclosed courtyard space with all of the big warehouses on. You can see the fence in the background. So you know that this is a way through into that particular section as well. It looks like a large, well-decorated building at the front. Is very obvious as a huge square at the front of it where people trade goods and begin to talk prices around shipping things out with the dockmaster, as well as there's a large stage out front for auctions and sales of goods that haven't gone sold, things like that. You can see that there's a few more of the feathered guard around than you'd expect. There's a couple extra knights in the vicinity of the dock. But you cannot, as yet, without going inside, see the dockmaster.
Is the guy that we spoke to previously there? There was a leader of the guards that we came in. I can't remember what his name was.
Captain Sunforge.
Captain Sunforge. Maybe that was it. I forgot to write it down. Yeah, that guy.
Was something. We also had Captain Silverport.
That's the guy
that's
the guy who got killed by Spear. He's the Warforged.
Yeah.
Oh yes, sorry, my bad. I've got too many names on here.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of names already. It was probably him, Captain Sunforge, wasn't it?
Captain Sunforge was the
Captain
Alandel with the shotgun that came and interrupted you while you were trying to go through the boxes and the warehouses.
Sounds like him.
You do not see him anywhere.
Classic
other members.
Sunforged, am I right,
Other
boys?
members of the Feathered Guard around.
Is that little Blackhorn there?
He doesn't appear to be either. These appear to be lower, like they're not captains. They look, maybe there's a lieutenant knocking around, but regular foot soldiers of the Feathered Guard.
Yeah, Captain Handsome Summer Elf Derulian Sunforge.
Yeah, Derulian Sunforged. That's what I've got here.
He's on it.
See, we take notes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
And then below that, I've got Grilla.
Only when handsome elves are involved.
Absolutely.
And then below that's Gilla Hill Summit to the magical animal breeder.
Yes. That was the person you spoke to in the street.
Yeah, to avoid having to deal with conflict.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I guess the dockmaster's not outside, so I guess we should head towards and knock on.
I'm down for it. I mean, does it seem like, is the door protected by guards? Are there loads of guards around it?
There's just a few more in the eye shot of the dock house.
Well, I guess we'll approach and is there a door?
No killing anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guion, no going crazy.
So yeah, Guion, don't do anything mental,
Very bizarre look. You continue to the front of the dock house and enter through the front door. It's a large, sort of open space. There's tables and counters and a few appear to be customs officers behind desks. They're wearing a fairly formal uniform, a lot like the dockmaster was, and they're all counting things or writing things down in ledgers or making sure they all have their paperwork nice and neat. It looks like a fairly well-oiled machine of imports and exports going in through this particular warehouse. One of the
dockmaster.
He doesn't appear to be down here. But as you enter one of the, it seems to be a young gnomish man near the front of this array of people doing all their work, looks up and says, "Hey, can I help you?"
Yes, we're looking for Dockmaster Bowers, please.
Oh, what's the nature of your visit? Work, business, pleasure?
I suppose work. We're currently assisting the watch with their inquiries.
Oh, okay. Do you have an appointment?
No, I'm afraid
no appointment.
Well, it's reaching the end of the day. There might be a section where he's free to take walk-ins. We don't have many people around today, so you maybe get lucky in the next hour or so. But I could make an appointment for you tomorrow morning if you'd like.
Yeah, that can work if he's busy. There's no rush on this, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
This guy's not shifty at all, is he?
He doesn't look shifty. He looks busy.
When I've mentioned the watch, he's not gone
the watch. No, roll an insight check.
Okay. I'm looking for rats in the storehouse.
That's a rat.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
There's a
A
rat.
rat.
That's slightly better. That's 11 on insight for that one.
11. He
Not
doesn't
bad.
appear to be nervous or, he doesn't seem scared by the idea of more watch inquiries at the moment. He just seems busy.
Okay, cool.
Well, the reason we could ask this, but we could ask, what's your name, by the way? Receptionist. person.
Edward.
Edward. We could ask Edward about our reason for coming. He might know something.
Yeah, there's something I can help you with.
Well, we've been given information the other day that the Dockmaster's house is broken into. We've been given this information by quite high up the chain here.
You should probably speak and wait and speak to the Dockmaster. This isn't my nothing against you guys. But you
Sure.
don't look like cops. So, you should speak with him. This doesn't seem like my place, and I don't want to step on any toes or say something I'm not supposed to. So I'm gonna backstep.
We can come back tomorrow. Yes, that'd be fine.
Perfect. I
Very
will have an appointment at 9:30.
Lovely.
Okay, excellent.
Perfect.
Thank you very much for your time. That was very helpful. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll go back.
I guess we go back.
You exit the.
Just as we were about to leave, can I just run a glance around the inside of the Dockmaster's house and just see if there was any obvious damage from a break-in or anything?
Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah, that's a good roll. That's a good roll.
Investigation.
Strong roll.
It's not a strong roll. Oh, it is a strong roll. 14.
Nice.
That's with a -1.
You don't see anything on the inside of the building, but as you exit and cast a cursory glance over the outside of the building, you see one of the third-story windows is boarded up.
Okay.
Third story.
Third story. But then we live in a city of Arakocra.
It's a good place.
True.
Fair. What is going up and going down?
Honestly, I'm a little surprised not to see more third-story doors.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, doors just halfway up a building.
It definitely let people
That
land
would
on
be-
balconies and stuff and walk into there.
Yeah, I think so.
Very cool.
It's left and right on the y-axis.
Yeah.
Very
That's right. Wait. X, Y. Yeah, he's the vertical axis. Sorry, that got me a minute.
XYZ.
Yay! Math, boys.
Math, let's go.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Nerd Math.
Do you guys know math's really cool?
Mhm.
Relativity, yay.
Yeah, you exit the dock.
Sure, whatever.
House. No problem. To see, it's a
Do
busy front of the docks. That's where you're at.
Looking glancing through windows, do we see anything? Like the dockmaster or people talking or anything like that?
Looking up, you can't really see anybody in the windows. Nobody's looking out over the docks. You could look back into the ground floor windows, but that might be a bit suspicious.
Going back in the room, yeah.
I would like to know if anybody is watching the Dockmaster's house.
I always feel
Sure, roll a
somebody's watching me.
Okay, 11.
11. No one appears to be watching the Dogmaster's house.
Cool.
Yeah. Which means that the dog has been a spy this whole time.
That's why
Secret
it's called
agent.
Lucifer.
Yeah.
Damn it, Lucifer. Why
Is
did
he
you turn out to be evil? Who
He's
could
a
have
secret-
seen it coming?
Secret agent from the Nine Hells. Well, I see no reason to stay here. We might as well go back and come back in the morning.
I mean, I'm always down to have a little bit of a sleep, to be honest. I'm pretty shattered.
You seem a bit tired today.
You seem a little tired.
Yep.
Something in the eyes makes you look tired.
Something below the eyes.
Yeah.
It's strange. I can tell you're tired even though I've never seen an inch of your face.
Haven't we seen his mouth?
Yeah, you have, I think. No, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
no,
you've
you
only
have.
seen a bit while you're drinking.
I haven't.
You did, I think. We sat at a pub once.
I think you specifically ate in a different place from us.
Yeah, you ate
I
in a
did,
different place. So you
but I
did
think
drink.
I drank.
Ah.
I think.
And we
I can't remember.
saw-
Yeah, you did.
I thought it was quite a
It was described as a
Forever.
toothy more.
more.
Yes. I think we should get you a straw. Like a metal straw. And then you can just use that through... You can use that through your visor.
That's a great idea.
That is a
That's a
great
wonderful-
artificer, Revline, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Revline... Yeah, Willow Veil or
I think the
something.
last
That was
name.
my old
Yeah.
character in the campaign we played last time. Great guy.
Revline Villa Whale.
A massive nerd.
He was a massive nerd. I had no doubts in my mind that he was a massive nerd.
Massive
Yeah.
nerd.
Would you like to find a straw while you're out and about before you return to the mossy mess?
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it before.
You know what? I'll pick up a straw for Guion as a gift on my way back if I can see one.
What a lovely chap.
As you're passing by, like one of the vended stores seems to be selling like shaved ice mixed with like fruit and whatnot, and various syrups and sugar. They have what appear to be like bent, like bamboo reed straws that are hollow.
Okay. Hi. Can I
hi,
get can I get 3 of the most popular? What's that? Guava?
That's the mango delight.
Mango Delight,
popular.
excellent. Yeah, I'll get I got 3 of the Mango Delight. And could I get like a couple of extra straws with that as well, please?
Yeah, absolutely no worries. That'll be a silver for you. You see,
Sure.
he seems to be a big, really muscular, just like human. But he's got this like large wheel on the side of his cart that he like puts a piece of ice, a bit like a meat grinder. Like he like puts the ice against the top of like this big blade, and it like shaves off like big chunks and grinds them up into much finer pieces. And then he like slaps on like fresh fruit and a bunch of different syrups and sticks the extra straws in. It's like, there you go.
Damn!
3 for you.
Very nice. Thank you. Here's your money.
A pleasure. Thank you very much.
And I'll take them all, and with the extra straws, I'll come back to the group. So, here, Griffith, I don't know whether you can eat this or not, but I got
Shaved
it for
ice.
you anyway.
It looks
Shaved ice.
amazing.
It
Thank
does.
you.
It's Mango Delight or something similar. This one's for you, Guion, but I also got you these, and I'll give you like 3 extra straws. I noticed that you're not particularly comfortable removing the helmet, and you do need to drink, so I thought this would be helpful.
That's mighty kind of you. Thank you very much, Torsten.
That's a
Really
wonderful-
growing as a person.
Okay, I think I'll take that as a compliment, but I'm not sure.
I give a little bit of my shaved ice to Lucifer.
I don't know.
He hates it.
It's so cold.
There's no idea what's in there.
Very nice.
It's solid.
Mango
Tasty.
delight indeed.
And now Joe is going to order us all shaved ice to our houses as part of the deep immersion that we're getting in this.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's utterly ridiculous because I can't get shaved ice where I live. There's no way. I can't even get chips delivered where I
This
live.
podcast is sponsored by DoorDash. DoorDash is a new service that can
Oh,
really.
wait. Have you guys had snow job there, Joe?
Yeah, a bit on top of that.
Yeah, so you got loads of shaved ice. You just need mangoes.
Just so
I'm just gonna climb up like a mountain, shall I?
Yeah.
I'll be back
Climb
in
a
the
mountain,
PRP, guys.
get a mango. Easy.
Kumquats, I don't have any.
Wait, was that? There's no. Was there no?
What did you just say to me?
Kumquats.
What did you call me?
Who's Quat and why is he coming?
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you arrive back at the mossy mess.
Oh yeah, D&D. That's something we do.
To find it, a little more populated by the a couple of members of the Order of the Fallen Wing, as well as a couple of feathered guard. It's a mix of colours, red versus blue, in here at the moment. It's busy, fun, energetic, lively.
Some of the fallen guard.
I want to know As soon as I walk
The
in,
Feathered Guard, Fallen Order. Fallen Wing.
okay.
Order of the Fallen
Fallen
Wing.
Wing.
Fallen Wing.
Yeah.
I wanted to get those in the right
is
order.
there a bit of rivalry? Like, is it like, as I imagine it, like the elite army versus the police kind of thing? Is it that kind of vibe?
Not necessarily that same amount of like squaring off. Like you'd imagine that those people would have their own like pubs.
No,
Like this
but
would
with
be the pub of the Fallen Wing. This would be the pub of the Feathered Guard. Like there isn't that contention.
I feel like we could easily make that rivalry with a few well-placed words. It's a shame that my character's lawful good, because that sounds like a lot of fun.
Corvid and Torsten.
Yes.
Frankly, I'm gonna go speak to the barkeep and get some shut-eye.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But maybe you
Some
want to
shots?
sign this up
Sorry?
for... I'll get you a shot because you got me these wonderful stores, yes. But would
Nice.
you, Corvid, be willing to, and Torsten, sign me up
Sign
For
you
the-
up.
for the ship? Fallen Wing.
Oh, for the
Yeah,
Fallen
we're gonna-
Wing.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Tiamun.
Oh, yes, we need
Match
to
and match.
negotiate passage, don't
We
we?
need to negotiate that.
I know, you guys got that.
Well, maybe we should. It's probably a good idea. Someone is going to sort of put in a word for us. Don't know if she's already done it. But
Who is
my
this person
my person,
who can put in a word with the Fallen Wing?
she's very influential, very
A professor
powerful.
at the university?
She's
A council member?
I bet you wish it was Lady Goldenwing. I hear
That
she's-
would be impressive if that was Lady Goldenwing.
I mean, she
I
has a
feel
lot
like
of-
no. The thing is, we'd get better information if it was Lady Goldenwing. All we got is there's some stuff happening. Like
I mean, that person.
it's not really much to go on.
I think that after I slay dragons and become an amazing adventurer, Lady Goldenwing might be interested in spending some quality time with me. Personally,
You
after
you
I
got the
met her,
hots for Lady
the
Goldenwing.
Well, I feel like we hit it off quite well after we met at the
I think she might be a little old for you.
You have no idea how old Guion is.
That's a good point.
This is very heightist of you, just because I'm a little
No, I just presumed by the way
You know
you
what?
acted that you hadn't reached adult maturity yet. So
You're lucky you got me these skills. And I'm tired, or else fists will be flying. And I'm gonna march off to the bar.
okay. Yes. Griffin, do you want to try the negotiating passage tomorrow? Then we've got plenty of time for this.
maybe it might be a good idea. I mean, I want to talk to them, but do they seem merry, Joe? Like, do they seem approachable, merry lot, or are they sort of like scary people you don't want to walk up to because they'll just try to piss off?
Some of them look more invested in their drinks than good conversation, but others seem jovial. You know, they look like they've maybe like finished something up for the day, and that's why they're back in the pub like they were the other night. It's like they've finished, you know, whatever they were doing for the day, and they've come to like celebrate.
How many are there?
Maybe about 10.
Okay. I'm going to give it a bit of a go today, Torsten. Might as well.
Okay, fair enough.
And also, I feel like just starting off on the right foot might be a good idea with these people, even if we do get a word in. So I'll walk up towards the bar, Joe.
Yep.
Oh, I was also walking up to the bar.
Okay, well, I'm following Guion.
You bump into the back of Guion at the bar, which is entertaining because you almost fall over the bar because it's so short.
It's also quite a clonk clonk because it's metal
Yeah.
on metal.
Clonk clonk. Woof.
Or like that high pitched screech, you know, like when you hit the
Thank you.
Excellently
I'll
done.
have to
Ben.
listen to that again when I edit this podcast.
I think we should do that, you know, and just have.
Echo it. We'll go you first, Guion.
Is it Freya? Sorry, who's behind the bar again?
Yes, she's working away behind the bar.
Hiya, Freya. Can I please get 2 shots for my guy over there, Torsten? And also for my friend here, Grofred. And then can I also please get 3 rooms for tonight?
Yes, your rooms are still booked. I didn't want to give them away because he said you'll be back fairly soon, but you weren't here the other night, so
Yeah, can I pay for them, please?
Yeah.
One.
Yeah. How many shots was that again?
3 shots actually. One
3
one
shots?
just on the table, and then
Uh-huh.
2, one for Groford and one for Torsten.
Oh,
Oh.
we'd don't really like drinking too much Girlfriend, so I mean Guion.
Oh, really?
So,
You,
I mean,
you don't want
not
I
tonight.
thought you were
immediately.
keen to partake in like all realms of things, but okay.
Oh
Fair
yes,
enough.
I am, but I think tonight I want my brain a little bit straight.
Yep, got it.
But
That's
appreciate
fine.
it.
Just 2 drinks then, please.
No worries. Perfect. And the rooms, that'll come to a gold. Perfect.
1 gold for
nice
that.
and round.
Wonderful. I will pay a gold. And I'm gonna head up for the night. Have a wonderful evening, Freya and Grofed.
I'll
Enjoy
meet,
your time.
I'll meet you up there. I'll try not to wake you up.
And have a wonderful evening. And I'm gonna reach my hand out to shake your hand.
Oh, I shake your hand.
I'm gonna try and do the suave palming you a gold piece thing in the hand that's really cool that people do.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is that a sleight of hand? I guess.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
totally fall out. It's a one.
Okay.
No, Roford doesn't have a massive amount of like dexterity in his fingers. It's nimble
Or
enough.
friction. There's
Or,
no
like,
friction in my
mm.
hands.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
just this like solid like hand clap clink of a metal against metal sound, and you look down at your palm and the coin like slides out of it. Roford and hits the floor.
Oh, Guion, you dropped a coin.
Yeah, I did. I'll pick it up and place it on your hand and just go. Have a good evening. Treat
No,
yourself.
no, Guion, it's your.
It's good. I'm feeling pretty rich right now.
Oh,
Big spender. Oh,
but-
yes.
okay, I mean,
good night.
I'll put it to good use. Thank you. Okay, well, I'll put the gold on the table and say, Freya, could I please buy that table and point towards the table with the feathered guard? Can I please buy them a fallen wing? Yes.
Yeah.
Could I
It's
buy
getting
them
confusing. This I shouldn't
Yeah.
have.
Wait, so wait, are they different people? The feathered
Yes.
guard and the fallen wing.
Yes, they are different people.
Okay.
Feathered guard are the
So the-
Voltress
the
guards, and the
feathered
fallen wing
guard-
are the dragons.
Yeah, are the governing like military body of
Right.
Voltress, and the fallen wing are an order of dragon hunters.
Okay.
It's
Fallen
like
wing.
Monster Hunter World is how I pitch these
Yeah.
guys.
And it's
Yeah,
fallen
exactly.
wing in here.
Yes,
It's the
they
fallen
are.
wing. So can I
They're
please
both
buy
in
that
here, unfortunately.
that table around?
Yes, absolutely. Round of ales.
Ales. What are they drinking now? What do they buy? What
Yes,
did they
they've
buy
been
themselves?
drinking cask all night. Yeah,
Just what they've been drinking.
absolutely. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 2 silver.
Pass over the gold.
Perfect. She quickly gets you a change, gets you the 2 shots the Groford, the Guion ordered, and slides you like your room keys again as well, so you can get into your rooms.
Thank you very much. This is glorious.
I'll bring those drinks over to the table and let them know in a moment.
Yeah, and don't you? Thank you. I will be sitting over here.
Of course.
I'll go
Yeah,
to Bar
you
Torsten.
take your seat with Torsten and your dog.
How's the shot?
You know what? Not bad.
Ah,
It's,
Yeah.
it's a classic Goblin's Eye again.
It's the spot, especially when
It's the
Guion's
spot.
paying for it.
So
I saw you've brought them around. Is that the opener?
I believe so. We'll
Okay,
see see if they come over. They might not give a shit, but fingers crossed. Maybe we'll see. I mean, are you accustomed to getting in people's good books at all?
Yeah, I can do my best. I'm not too bad at this.
Okay.
Diplomacy is something I'm trained in.
Oh, trained in? Is it part of your family training, or?
Yeah, as part of growing up, it's trade negotiation, deals, that sort of thing.
That sounds rather boring.
It was not the most exciting thing, but it got food on the table.
Fair, very fair.
Yeah.
A moment later, the round of drinks arrives at the table of the Fallen Wing, and there's a big cheer and a lot of like hand gesturing in your direction of like many thanks.
Just
Yeah, but this one.
Middle
all
finger,
flip you off.
middle finger
Force
up.
keeping me up forever.
Which of course is
isn't the
a
reaction I
universal
expected.
symbol for thank you in this.
Yeah.
Our
There you go. That's canon.
I'll
Not
sort
only
of,
is it canon, but it's recorded now.
I'll
It's
sort of,
only on
as a-
Voltress because the middle flight feather is really important. So
Yeah,
gesturing for other
right.
people is really, it's
It's really
serious
important.
sign of respect.
It means a lot. When they look over and they're pointing over, I sort of wave my hand a little bit and then sort of pretend to be distracted by dog.
Like,
Okay.
I'm like, and
big
then
group
such
of
like,
burly fighters. One second, let me think how they might react to a tiny dog. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous! Oh my god! One of them
it's
comes
so fluffy,
over,
I'm gonna die.
and comes over to give it scrooches under the chin, as well as
He's very friendly. You're going to give him a stroke.
yeah. Luna Ashford, which was one of the ladies you met of the Fallen Wing with the massive flaming spear.
Oh yeah.
She comes over as well to pet the dog. Wow, what
Would
a
you like a
delightful
stroke?
puppy.
And he's very friendly. His name's Lucifer.
Lucifer, wow, that's quite the name. What a strong dog.
That's the aim. Try and make him as strong as possible. I mean, there's going to be a dangerous world out there, right? So
Absolutely.
that is the aim. How have you guys been? Have you guys been looking after yourselves?
Oh yeah, just doing resupply today. Quite a task for such a large vessel.
Ooh, sounds effort, but not too dangerous. Or is it dangerous?
Not dangerous, not at all. Here on Voltress has been quite the respite.
Oh, very nice. Well, respite for between. What have you got? Jobs going to or coming from?
Come from and going to, as always. Heading up to Tierland next.
Oh, that's funny. We were-
Tierland.
Yes.
I've heard
Yeah.
some stories about that place. It's pretty desolate.
Yes, it's a bit of a wasteland, roamed only by dragons. That's what we're going for.
Well, that does make sense for your order, I suppose.
Checks out.
So, my name's Torsten, by the way.
A pleasure, yes. I believe you were with that
Yes,
overly
that one.
confident
Yeah,
man.
no, I
Yeah.
understand what you mean. That one, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's actually really funny, isn't it, Griffith? Because we're heading towards Tiamund as well.
Interesting.
We were hoping
That's
to
our
actually,
next
yes.
destination.
We heard we were flying north, and we were hoping to go there ourselves.
What takes you to Tiamund, if I may ask? As far as I know, only people go there who are looking for a fight or some quick treasure.
Well, a bit of both, actually. There's a place I know in Tiamund that may have a few answers, a few items, a few, adventures to be found.
Well, interesting.
Do you know of any places in Tiamund? Any old desolate buildings or camps or anything?
I haven't been myself, but as far as I know, it's pretty abandoned. The only people to go there are miners and a few travelers, adventurers, people
They
looking
send
for
kids there?
rare Yep, they do. They send many a miner.
Send a musical
If you
chord.
don't
then.
eat your vegetables, you'll send you to Tiamund.
local myth.
Dragon that covered out the
Awful.
sky.
No, I don't know of any settlements or buildings. I'm sure it's an island, isn't it? It must have something solid on it.
Quite a legendary island. Yes. Well, I mean, do you take people there? Do you have any rooms that you could rent out or anything on your ship?
I wouldn't be able to give you passage or give you the right to come aboard. The leader might, but the Commodore.
Nice.
You'd have
It'd be nice to talk to him.
I'd be very interested, and just
Doesn't really leave the ship.
Okay.
Fair.
Would
Well,
you be alright to visit them?
Yeah, if you come to the docks, and you might be able to get an appointment with him. Busy man.
Of course. No, that's good. We're quite capable as a group. I imagine we're not quite on the dragon hunting level
Not
just
quite.
yet, but we're fairly adept at looking after ourselves, and we can be of use in the journey, I'm sure.
Well, I hope to see you all aboard.
Yeah,
We hope to be there. It'd be a wonderful time.
that'd be great. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Clonk.
Scrooches the dog and makes her way back to the table.
Okay.
The dog gives one of those happy ear wiggles.
Um,
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just planning to wind down for the evening then and head to bed.
Sounds
Fair
good.
enough.
Sounds good.
You watch as people drift in and out of the pub as the night continues. Yeah. You
He's
notice
rolling.
again that man with his spear on the other side of the bar, nose still in his book.
Do we notice him looking up at us at all? Like watching
As
us, trying to
you-
listen to us?
As you look at him, he looks over the top of his book and gives you a
Oh, a little smile.
smile and wave.
Okay, so he's not trying to hide it. Is that a red flag or a green flag? I don't know. It's a yellow
Don't know.
flag. So
It's
I
a
think
white flag.
It,
a
Fucking
white
give up.
flag.
may-
It's a red.
some sort of patterned flag.
Hmm.
You know, the ones they use in semaphore.
Yes, like a crocheted flag.
Yeah, something like that. Herringbone.
Nice.
Well,
Semaphore it. Stop! Run away!
but, I mean, I don't know what to do. Do we speak to him more? Do we completely ignore him, or
I imagine the man is just accommodated here. Like,
Yeah.
There's nothing suspicious about being in the place where you're staying.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, maybe we're being too. Is he actually waving, Joe? Is he?
Every now and again. If you're looking backwards and forwards trying to discern who he is and what his intentions are, you might
Not
you might
really.
be
No. We're not really staring at him. I'm not looking at him I looked at him maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
But no, not really staring at him.
Every time you've looked in his direction, he's waving again.
Okay, he's starting to feel a little bit like what's that guy from Harry
Hmm.
Potter who takes pictures of Harry every time he sees him?
What, Colin Greavy?
Colin Greavy.
God, yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit. Not much.
Just a little
Well,
bit.
I mean, he doesn't seem too dangerous, but me and Guion are obviously in the same room, so I would just say be careful with yourself, Torsten.
Yeah. No, I'll be careful.
Would you like Lucifer to be with you for safety?
Perhaps he'd be safer with you. I do have magical protections I can set up.
Oh, lovely. That's quite cool.
It's useful. I mean, they're not protections as such, but they're an early warning system.
Are you about to put up this is a CCTV watch area on your door?
No, I like to put a little disclaimer notice outside my alarmed rooms to make sure no one's scared by them.
Yeah,
Nice.
This room is alarmed. Please do not be alarmed.
And this is a neighborhood watch
Fucking
area.
hell. Trespassers will be shot, survivors will be shot again.
Yeah. There was a sign on the meadows outside our house that said, "Warning: unnecessary signs will be charged," or something like that. It was like no unnecessary signs, which was very
That's
ironic.
amazing.
It's pretty good. Yeah, you sort of wrap, unless you're doing anything else, you wrap up for the evening and head to
Nope,
bed.
I will tiptoe as quiet as a Warforged can into the room, not wake Guion up. And then get into bed. Is Guion taking all his clothes off again?
Yeah, he's butt-ass naked.
Apart from a
Maybe.
helmet.
His armor is definitely on the floor.
Yeah.
The full suit.
I'll
Yeah.
press
Oh.
digitation clean it again,
Oh.
That's so nice.
and then I'll get into bed.
And you got his bald, rolled head again.
No worries. What spell are you setting up? Is it alarm?
Alarm.
Yeah, no worries.
Spice it.
So
So,
what's the-
20-foot cube, and it will alert me.
No worries. Room isn't too much bigger than that. It's probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a little smaller than that, in fact, so it fits within the bounds of the room, no worries, and covers the window as well.
It alerts me whenever a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the warded space.
That's funny. A huge creature doesn't allow.
No. Tiny or larger. Anything
tiny
bigger
or
than
large.
tiny.
This gargantuan
That
creature
would be
doesn't have the alarm.
Yeah.
Tarask steps in.
But it snuck straight past me. I didn't notice that. That's cool.
I think you'd notice. Like, yeah, no worries. You drift off to sleep with nary a thought of the day before. Well, plenty of thought of the day before. It was a busy one.
It was.
You, however, Griffith, your night is a little disturbed. There's another noise. Like, you can hear like the whirring of your own cogs. It's become quite repetitive and quite like rhythmic. It's a great noise to fall asleep to. In fact, it's very soothing. But there's another. Like, you swear as you're drifting like out into like properly into sleep that like there's a bigger ticking noise, like echoing at the back of your head. And then you wake up.
Oh, so I'm asleep.
Morning.
And I feel the ticking in my head.
Yeah.
And when I wake up, it's not there?
Nope. Regular amount of ticking.
Very freaky.
I'm sure it was just a dream. Nothing bad could happen from this, surely.
Nothing ever bad happens in dreams and Dungeons and Dragons.
Never.
Never at all. You awake, rested, free of points of exhaustion. You excite so much that you overexert yourself and you gain another point of exhaustion. That's it. Ever.
As per the Voltress
Overstrain
tradition
yourself.
of be showing respect, I raise 2 middle fingers to the TM.
Oh, sorry, Ben. You've gone really quiet.
I've lost you.
Have I? Hello?
No, you're back.
Yeah, it was like you're like talking away from your mic or something.
Ah, interesting. As we wake up, I would call over to Guion. Guion, are you awake?
Yes, I'm awake.
Oh, did you hear any ticking or anything? Is there a clock in here?
Do I?
You hear Crowford.
Ticking.
Yeah, he usually ticks.
Ah, okay.
Just you doing your normal, slow, methodical ticking. I never noticed this before, actually. Are you going to explode?
No. I mean, not the no. Don't think so.
What's the purpose of your ticking then? Just out of interest.
This is all said, by the way, with Guion's head like looking at the wall. When you're
Yeah.
looking at the back of his head.
I don't really know. I mean, I'm assuming it's some sort of magical balance of arcane forces, and that sort of keeps me going. Maybe.
I didn't know arcane forces. Do all arcane forces make ticking?
I don't really. That's a great question. I think maybe I could have like an egg timer in me.
Oh, that's a brilliant
Egg
idea.
timer.
You'd be like the perfect like soft boil egg. You turn you around at the waist, and you're like, you rotate back into place.
Yeah.
If we ever got to speak to Lady Goldenwing, this would be a great question to ask her.
Yeah, she might know.
Shame that's probably not going to happen.
We can try. We could try talking to her.
Good idea. I mean, we could try at the university sometime. But today I think it's the mountain day, right? I mean, I think that's what we were planning to do. Go up the mountain,
I thought we
go
were
on a big
going.
walk.
First, we were going to the guardhouse.
Oh yeah, well, we got time to do a few different things. I'm feeling much better today. I slept like a baby.
Oh, amazing! That's good. It's good to hear. Shall I tiptoe downstairs and leave you to it?
Yep, that sounds great. Thank you very much, Crawford.
No worries. be on. Have a good morning and enjoy getting changed.
Thank you very much. I will.
I will leave the room and tiptoe downstairs.
Okay. Rion's gonna spend 10 minutes to don his armor.
Oh,
Sorry?
we didn't catch that last bit, Sam.
Rion's gonna spend 10 minutes to don his armor.
Don the armor.
Cool. You wander downstairs to find Torsten. I guess you're already up and about. And muted.
Torsten, your mouth is moving, but no sound is coming out. Are you okay?
I cast silence.
Oh, well, there seems to be a spell.
I'm up and about.
There we go.
I didn't get any disturbances from my alarm in the night.
No.
Okay.
Nothing.
Cool.
Out of
Then,
the
yeah,
ordinary.
I'm just sat having porridge.
Solid.
Yeah.
Slow burn of energy.
Fighting man.
Oh yeah.
And we'll get carbs. Oh.
Yeah, big.
And then you smother it in agave syrup. It's no longer healthy, but it's tastier.
Bit
Gross.
cinnamon.
Ooh.
Wait, okay.
Could I have one of the bowls of porridge, please, Freya?
Of course.
Thank you.
Be careful, it's got agave syrup on. It's not very healthy.
Oh, well, I'm not really too bothered about putting on the weight, to be honest.
Right, okay.
How was your sleep? Did anything happen? Did man come in and try to attack you?
Well, he came in and we passionately kissed for a while, and then, no, I'm joking, there was nothing.
Oh, okay. I mean, listen, if you did swing that way, I wouldn't be judging or anything. I think it's very healthy, in fact, to be very confident.
I am married.
We keep forgetting
No,
that.
we've been through this. A marriage doesn't have to be so binding. It can be a bit of a loose. Know what you're into. I don't want to make assumptions.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
Maybe you found something out about yourself.
well, to be fair, this is on me. I definitely brought this area of the conversation. Yeah, it's a fully
No one
on
else
me.
could win.
Is Guion around?
He was just donning his armor the last time I checked.
At that very moment,
Okay, right.
surprise, Grion walks down the stairs.
No.
Oh, what a great day to be alive, I feel like. Bloody fantastic. Ready to
You look
climb some mountains, beat some flesh amalgams. Ready for it.
Okay, nice. Yes, we did say we'd take that trip up the mountain, didn't we?
That would be great. I mean, if we're still down to do that. But, yep, super keen to see the heights.
Yes, very down.
Yeah, I mean, we've got that appointment with the Dockmaster, but apart from that, we can head on up.
Yep,
We've been down.
Dockmaster it is. I mean, Dockmaster.
I wonder if he's going to charge us for this meeting.
I don't think people tend
think
to
we
charge
could-
for meetings.
We could ask for the bill.
Well,
Oh.
That's got to be inspiration worthy. I mean, that
That
was
is so
nobody
fucking
saw that
inspirational.
coming.
That was-
Nobody saw that coming.
I was so
No
close
idea
to
where he
me
was
leaving
going
the
with
call over that. That was awful.
That was foul. In fact. Anyway, you get an inspiration.
One more and I'll duck out.
All right. We're out. We're leaving.
It's quite me up.
Oh no. Okay.
Years of terrible duck jokes.
Joe's got
Never an opportunity to
Joe's
use
got a
them.
list of all his duck jokes and he's peeking at them.
Yep.
Oh no.
We have to go.
Guys, what's
Oh,
going
no.
on? We did it, guys. We actually got someone to leave. Just needed pushing that a little bit extra.
Yep.
Did he leave because of internet or because he was making
We'll never know. He
We'll
might have
never-
left the call because of internet issues or.
Respectable.
Was that internet or an
Respectable.
impress, Lewis?
Are we done?
Yeah.
That depends. How do you like your duck? Well done or under?
Oh, terrible. Wait, does duck actually have temperatures you cook it at, or is it just cooked
I have
on?
no idea.
I think you can cook it medium.
Medium duck.
Yeah.
Is that where you like stoop to go through a doorway?
Yeah, no, you're just about the right size for a doorway.
there.
Yeah, nice. That's not what you did, Lewis. You ducked out the call.
Anyway, back to that thing we call Dungeons and Dragons.
Guion gets up before eating breakfast.
Before breakfast.
Guion will have coffee and use his new straw
Nice.
to
You ever drunk
satiate his appetite.
Instantly burns his mouth.
Yeah, have you ever drunk coffee through a straw? It's a
100%,
terrible
by the
idea.
way. 100%. He burns his mouth and he's got that that lull, numb feeling.
Oh,
Yeah.
and nothing quite tastes right as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Delightful.
good.
What a great thing to start the day with.
Yeah.
All your zeal for the mountain is now slightly dulled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fairly bright day on Voltress. You can see there's a few low clouds moving in there, and looks a little dark in the horizon.
I see no problem with that. That's not foreshadowing.
No,
It's fine.
Cloud shadowing.
regular shadowing.
Yeah, it's just regular shadows.
What could that possibly be?
You have about half an hour until your meeting with the Dockmasters. It's about 9 o'clock.
That sounds wonderful for a relaxed coffee morning.
Yes.
Unless
Oh, yeah.
we get we could go shopping or something. I mean, we do have some money. How much
Have a
does
dog.
I mean, you have a dog, but I
You
mean,
have a dog.
Need a
Alfie.
walk.
He has a name. It's Lucifer, guys. Come on.
we do have Lucifer, and we
Yes,
could walk him.
Lucifer is
I would say we could walk him when we go to the Dockmasters.
Mm.
And I mean, how much? I mean, is there a magical shop around here? Would I know this?
Roll me a history check.
Ooh. History, you say? 14.
There are a few alchemists around, as well as the university itself does a lot of trade in magical items. They study a lot of magic and research individual magic items as well. And then once they're done with them, they sell them on in their collection. So there is quite a vast hoard, you could say, in that particular vicinity.
Okay.
But yeah, they don't like to sell away their magical artifacts cheap either.
Okay. So maybe we do have some money, but maybe not quite enough.
There are some, as I said, there's another, there's another arcane shop around. So
We've got a fabric rubbing sound there.
Oh, that's because my headphones are resting.
Yeah, it's yours, yeah.
Apologies.
We're all good. Okay, but they don't sell them off cheap. Maybe not have quite enough money.
Guion's going to spend some time slurping his coffee and thinking long and hard and doing a little bit of a low-toned whistle as a arrow is going to form in his quiver with an attached... the arrow is going to form in his quiver, but the shaft of the arrow is going to have little holes, a bit like a recorder.
Nice.
Oh. Out of game. Is that a whistling arrow?
It's going to be a whistling arrow.
That's
It's going to
so
be really
cool.
cool. It's going to be really cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Whistling arrows are
Comes a
so...
little tune to you.
Does it whistle anything we know? Is it a jaunty tune?
That's Christmas songs,
Oh,
actually. It's
hi,
festive.
Yeah,
Time of
it's
year,
festive.
you know.
Too
Plays a
soon.
hornpipe?
Too soon.
Nope.
I wore reindeer socks the other day.
Whoa, wait.
It's Christmas time.
Cool.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
I'll also just drink some drink.
Nice.
Yeah, a relaxed morning before we head over.
Oh, I would like to see, is Stalker still here watching us?
That's true.
Roll a perception check.
Not bad. 16.
You don't see him knocking around.
Doesn't mean he's not here.
That does not necessarily mean he's not here, because that's how stealth works in Dungeons and Dragons. You don't see him, hide nor hair, hint or, creepy aura. Yeah, he doesn't appear to be in your general vicinity at the moment, as far as you can tell.
Do you know why? Because he's behind you.
He's
He's actually sat at the table with you guys. Like, hi guys.
Hi guys.
You guys talking about something?
We head to the Dogmaster.
Sounds good.
Are you guys finished up with your breakfasts? Porridge, I see. A good way to release the energy from today. Yep.
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
yep.
Great.
Yep, all sorted.
I'm wondering. I'm a little bit worried of just like letting loose and run around. Would you stay? You guys had dogs before? Will you just run off or?
Have I ever had a? I don't think so.
Probably wouldn't have, I don't think, had a dog.
But do I know of anybody who might have? Army stories. How to train a dog.
Maybe. There might have been a dog squad.
Dog squad.
Landmine detection or something along the lines.
Do I know if you might train a dog and if you release a dog it will just run off?
Roll an animal handling check.
Let's go.
Oh, it's actually 16.
Nice.
You know that just releasing an untrained dog, like in a city space, was probably unadvisable. You also know that, like, when you're training a dog to be off leash, if you start like chasing him, then they'll see it as a game and they'll run away from you, and they'll continue to chase them, and you'll never get them back.
I would advise maybe not letting him just run off, but how about we fashion a brand new state-of-the-art harness out of this 50 feet of hempen rope that I have?
Jesus.
Oh,
You'll
I mean,
have the dog all the way to there.
Rope. That's crazy. Me too.
What a coinky
I mean,
wild.
that sounds like a great idea.
But is yours branded by North Face? Mine
Oh,
is.
no.
Oh, yeah.
North Face Hempen Road.
crag.
Okay, I would like to fashion a. I don't know if you're helping, Griffith, but I'm going to fashion a harness.
I'll help.
That is survival checks with advantage, and no
Yes, sir.
minus this time.
So you know what's a funny thing with my class, right?
20, not natural.
With Gris, I could help to give Gwion advantage, but then use time warpy stuff to give him not advantage.
That's
hilarious.
You can just, as long as the creature has advantage, you can stop them from having advantage. Can't you?
Yeah.
You could use that to trick someone into thinking that
Yeah.
you're helping them.
That's a good idea.
That's a good point.
That's very
Yeah.
funny.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll help you. Oh no, my hand slipped, but it didn't slip. What happened? It was a bit of a blurred moment there. I don't know.
Helping,
don't really
and
know
then
what
with
happened.
his other hand, like warping time and reality. Just
Yeah, that's true. What do you get, Gwion?
20.
Ooh!
It's a very nice like harness and lead for the dog. It only takes up about 10 feet of rope out of your bundle and cut it off. So you have 40 feet left of hempen rope and a dog lead.
Scientifically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
if I use the rope trick on this rope, is it going to pull the dog?
Just cast rope trick on the dog, and the dog disappears into the bubble.
You got to hang Lucifer.
No, not actually. But
Scientifically
speaking,
I would like it to be known that this harness is like a body harness.
yeah,
Not-
nice.
Yeah,
lovely.
not a collar. Yeah,
I'm gonna
just to be
say-
cool.
For the sake of science, yes. If you cast rope trick on your dog while he's in his collar on and this particular battle, yes, the dog will disappear into the bubble like a balloon.
That is so
Yeah.
cool. That is
There
so
you
cool.
go. It has been ruled.
This is like if someone's about to kill the dog, just to go like
just cast rope trick. You'd be like, they would be so confused. They would have no idea what was going on.
screw gravity. Okay. Oh my gosh, Gwion, this is an amazing harness. I didn't know you were adept with such rope making and I don't know, harness making, I guess.
Well, I learned some bushcraft skills back in the day. You know me.
Very good with rope.
Thank you very much.
Some could say you're good with bondage.
Excellent, actually.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Good to know. Good to know.
Had to tie up plenty of
Sorry,
people.
I
in
was
my
just
day.
getting another coffee. What are you guys talking about?
Just how good Gwion is at tying people up.
Oh yeah, it's a useful
And
skill
you-
in soldiering.
Yep.
Oh, right. Is that for your side, you as well?
The
Torsten?
barracks get very bored. That's the when you're dug in a campsite. Sometimes all you got is a little bit of bondage, and that's
What if I were to handcuff you, bro?
Wow. I just got to practice, you know.
I was
Yeah,
kept
it's
as a
good
prisoner of
practice.
war the other day. hot, you know.
Would 5 out of 5 would do again.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 would do again.
Oh man.
Okay, should we walk off to the friggin'...
Yeah, we'll go to the meeting.
Yeah, you make your way down
It's
to the
fucking
Dockmaster's house.
Can I just ask a question? How many random NPCs do we talk to?
Oh. None, apparently.
Okay.
What are their exact names?
Second try. How many NPCs do we stop us and go, is your dog friendly?
All of them. Every single Actually, you know, as
I would
part of
like their
that,
names, their personal interests, their house of residence.
as part of that, like collar that Guion's just made, you've got like little badges that clip on that say like, "Do not pet, do not friendly, but ask," and all of those like different badges on the front of it.
Oh yes.
There's, you know, so people know whether to approach or not. You can have whichever of those badges you want. You can have will bite a hand off to friendly but ask.
Oh, so cute. Yeah, we'll have a friendly but ask. I feel like talking to random people would be good.
No one seems to bother. There's a couple of glances at the cute dog, quite a lot of glances at the cute dog, but no one stops you on your journey. Everybody's on their way to work at this time of the day. So, as cute as the dog is, no one appears to have time to stop and wait for the dog.
It's London.
It is.
Yep.
Voltress got compared to
It
London.
is.
Except you're okay to ask for directions here. Yeah.
That's good.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, you arrive at the Dockmaster's building and walk in through the entrance.
Hey yo. No. What was the name?
Yeah.
I don't know, you'll have to tell me.
What was whose name?
The receptionist.
Oh, I
Master
don't know.
Quack.
I didn't remember.
Oh, we asked it.
You guys are useless, and I made
Yeah, I
the name up on the
didn't
spot.
write their
So
name.
Yeah. Hey, Dave.
reception on.
These can be quackers.
No, that would be ridiculous. Hi, how can I help you?
Oh, we had an appointment this morning, 9:30.
Oh, yes. If you want to make your way up these stairs and then to the door directly opposite, the Dockmaster is waiting for you.
Thank you very much. We shall go up the stairs.
No worries. You make your way up the stairs. You can see it's a very well decorated, and it gets nicer the further up this building you go. There's what appears to be nice ornate drawings of boats and ships and big oil paintings on the walls. It's decorated with the air of a wealthy merchant. It's nice here, and you can see it comes as you get higher up in this building. As you climb the stairs, you can see it's getting less workspace, more house. Potentially the two. This is where the Dockmaster lives and works. At the same time, potentially that third floor is an actual house suite that you enter. That landing space on the second floor, and you see in front of you a nice set of wooden doors of dark oak.
Who wants to knock?
I'll knock.
Let's go.
Step forward.
Come in.
Push in and be like, Dockmaster Bowers. I'm glad you could take the time to see us.
Hi, welcome. Please, this is a 9:00 meeting. How can I help you? Please take a seat.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll sit down. So, we're working with the Watch at the moment, with the Feathered Guard. We wondered if you'd be able to answer a couple of questions about the break-in that happened not that long ago.
Sure I can. First things first, do you have any documentation that says you're working with the guard?
Griffith, did you get the letter from...
I can have the letter. I mean, this is a previous job we were given. We weren't given a letter for this necessarily. I can pass them the letter that we got to do the job in the garden.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. This is...
It's a past job, but I mean, hopefully it shows us that you have affiliation with.
He takes it and goes, no. He looks it over. He takes out what appears to be a jeweled monocle and looks over the piece of paper again. I don't know. It's pretty tricky. It doesn't necessarily say you're allowed to ask questions about that particular break-in.
Who would maybe
Are you willing to divulge the information without official backing, or because we have been commissioned with this? I just was not expecting to. We weren't provided with documentation to prove it.
Persuasion check, Torsten.
Thank you.
I'll add something extra and say, with this job particularly, we have more been asked to deal with it not maybe as part
Circumspectly.
Circumspectly, that's a great word.
Actually, that's a particularly nice word.
That's a great word. That's a very good word.
Well, I'm a stickler for the word, you know.
Yes, that's understandable.
You're a stickler?
A stickler. A stickler for the law. And it's very important. What was your role?
I haven't rolled. Is that advantage or no? He was trying to attempt to help.
Tricky. I'm going to say... Yeah, I'll give it advantage.
Okay. Thank God. 16.
Nice.
Okay. Because you know, you seem like trustworthy people, and I recognize you from the docks the other day. It was a pleasure to meet you. I hope you've enjoyed the Voltress.
Yeah, it's lovely.
The break-in was an unfortunate event that has led people to have less faith in the Dockmaster system, and that is a shame. See?
Mighty shame, mighty shame.
So, what would you like to know?
We were told that it was the Corvid Brothers.
That is the working theory, although we don't really know for certain because none of them were seen in the building. Just a few of the ruffians in the local area. And
How did they get in?
Singular black feather found on the floor.
Singular black feather.
Okay.
They got in through the top story window. You may have seen from the outside. Seem to have flown in tactically at night.
Okay. And what did they take?
They don't appear to have taken anything, which is odd, because the top floor is my private residence for me and my family, and there are plenty of art objects that would have been worth stealing. But they seem to have gone through a few of the filing cabinets. Nothing appears to be missing out of inventory, but a few things may have been altered. You see, nobody takes perfect stock count. We do our best here, but
Of course.
it's hard to tell whether something has been altered or tampered or moved. You see?
Can I ask, the filing cabinets that they went through?
Yes.
1 second, let me just pull up a name from my memory.
Shovel that coal in. Get that steam pressure built up.
The hamster's running. The hamster's running.
Hamster's working on overtime.
Come on.
Underworked
is
and
it?
Wait. Overworked and underfucked. That was the way around I was supposed to say that. It's like,
Working underfucked.
overworked and underfucked. Yeah, that's...
Wow. That's not a good way around to be.
Poor Dockmaster Bowers.
Yeah, that's
It's the hamster. Dockmaster Hamster.
That's not a way you want to be. Overfucked and underworked. That's the right way.
Oh man.
Sorry. Would it be presuming your filing cabinets are organized alphabetically, would this be the section around A?
No, just kidding. We use the same system as the the library.
Oh no.
Yes, it comes alphabetically in between each dock building, you see? So, there's dock buildings 1 through 10, and then each of those buildings has its own filing cabinet. And those filing cabinets have all of the records with past and, pending shipments.
And which stock cabinet was disturbed?
I think it was cabinet 6.
Right, okay. Can I remember if we were in storeroom 6 when we found
indeed.
Of course we were. Okay.
Of course.
And if that happens to be incorrect from the past podcast, I cannot directly remember the number. It is retroactively the correct number.
He's now 6.
And
Congrats, it's
respectively,
now
in line
canon.
with Voltress,
Yeah.
middle fingers tall.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Guion, do you know much about the Corvid Brothers' styles? Did they leave the black feather behind them? Is that a calling card?
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but I think I've only had one interaction, well, two interactions with them, really. I know that their general symbol is a black crow, but leaving feathers behind's not so common, as I understand it.
Okay.
The
Or
black,
not that I know of.
the black feather is the symbol of the Corvid Brothers. It's the thing they had tattooed on their arm.
Oh,
the
not a
people you
black.
actually, the people you fought in the alleyway, and some of the people you saw in the melting pot as well. They all had, or at least most of the ruffians you've seen who would potentially be associated with them had that black crow feather.
That's
But a crow feather
Slight-
and a crow tattoo is two different things. Yeah.
that's slightly annoying because we're in a place full of birds, so it could just be any bird, but it could also be the Corvid.
Okay. So it seems to suggest that the Corvid Brothers are involved in this very heavily.
Wait, can I ask, Mr. Bowers?
Yes, we can help you with.
Where was the feather in the building? Can you just point to?
Like flying on the ground near the filing cabinet?
Exactly where?
Is that really important?
Yep.
I'd rather not take you into my personal residence, you see.
Well, it's very important to our investigations, you see, because there's potential that somebody may have framed the Corvid Brothers. And so I need to know where the feather is so that I can understand if there is any logic of it definitely being there, being snagged on something, or if somebody has placed it there.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Go on, Grill. You're the one that's not charismatic, but I believe you.
7.
I don't see that is relevant. It was right by the window, I can tell you that. It was located right by the shattered glass, so potentially they lost it on their entrance or exit to the building.
Well, that does check out. Oh, thank you, Mr. Bowers.
And when looking at this, was it occurring? Did you hear? You knew about the fight that went on against whatever it was in the what's it called? What was the plant called?
The hydroponics.
Hydroponics.
The farmland, yeah.
You knew about the hydroponic fight, right?
I heard there was a disturbance, but I don't know anything else.
Yeah. So that was us fighting it. And
Actually,
do
just
you
someone
know?
else asking about that. Yeah. Oh well.
Do you know if? Wait, say this again. I didn't quite catch that.
There was somebody else
no worries.
asking.
Yeah, someone else was wondering about the hydroponic stuff. He arrived the other day and was asking about disturbances and interesting things he could get stuck into.
A human, middle height, black hair, carried a spear.
Could you? I don't know. I meet a lot of people.
Of course, yeah. Right.
Well.
Well, okay. I think that confirms what we already thought, but yeah, that seems like enough information for now.
Just less. But with timings,
Yes.
the break-in happened during that altercation.
About 3 nights ago. Yeah.
Okay, so before.
Is that before? Was that no? Is that
No, that's about right.
is that right? Because we slept with Alistair. We slept on the travel.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
last night.
Yeah. 3 nights ago. Yeah.
You slept the night of the event, the night you were over in Alistair's, and last night. So 3 nights ago.
Some of
Would
us
it be possible for us to see the records for Dock Warehouse 6?
Yes, I'll just grab the records. Dock 6. That's fine. Stay here. He lifts himself to his feet, and to re-describe Dockmaster Bowers momentarily, he's a large goose, very rotund in the chest, with a long neck. He's wearing what seems to be like a nice fitted blue like overcoat and jacket that covers his top half, with a nice like golden pocket watch that goes from like one pocket to the other. He waddles around the edge of the desk and opens the door, makes his way out.
Is he wearing any signet rings?
Oh, that was rough. Oh, that was a very good one.
Cygnets, baby swans, not even baby geese. That'd
Yeah.
be gosling rings.
Wait, I thought,
I'm
yeah, you're right.
explaining
No.
to people on the podcast because Sam is making a very confused face.
Yeah, that went right over my head.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
A signet ring is a type of ring, and a signet is a baby swan. Like it's, it was a stretch, but it was also very good.
I'll be honest, it slipped my mind. I thought it was a baby goose,
Yeah,
or at least a male goose, or something like
Still
that. You're right,
impressive.
it's one.
Still impressive.
solid maneuvers. It takes a
Okay,
moment,
really.
but Dark Master Bowers comes back in with the basically a large like filing cabinet drawer. It's like taken out, and he's come back with it. Yes, this is everything from the last year in warehouse 6. He puts it on the desk. Everything in the last month is at this section, everything in the last week is this section, and everything in the last year is this section. Sorry, I went the wrong way with that one.
No problem.
worries.
Thank you so much. Gwion, are you particularly good at searching this sort of thing out? I'm not. Never been good at paperwork.
I'm
Can you have a look, Joe, if anything's altered as well? Because you said that he potentially altered stuff. I want to see what they altered and if there's any like you know when you rub something out with a pencil and you can still.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
listening
Is
to
like,
it.
has stuff? Do we think something's been added, or do we think something's
I'll
been
take that one.
removed?
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
I will also scour the book with Guion.
Make an
I have
investigation
advantage
check as well.
over you.
Great.
16.
Nice. I rolled an 8.
Roll that against their skill.
The what?
Skill.
Okay. It's hard to tell. There definitely looks. You go back through a couple of the manifests for the past week, and you see that there's definitely not missing lines per se in the document, but there's definitely some narrowing of the columns. You can fit so many. It's a gridded sheet. You can fit so many things in each line, right? And they've shunted up the list entirely, so it looks like the list is full, but there's a gap missing. It's narrowed everything together, so there's less space between each line. So that it looks
Potentially removed things, right?
Potentially something's been removed.
Yeah.
But there's no trace of what that was. They've done a very good job at removing pen lines. If you held it up to the light, you'd be able to see. And you hold it up to the light and you rub some dirt over it to see if it settles into the old pencil lines. But there's none of that.
Torsten, Corvid, and Mr. Bowers, if you're still here.
And I will relay and point out the information that I have discovered there.
Grayford, you, with your investigation check, although low, you know that there's an inked document. Probably no way of getting away with that without using magic.
Ooh. Fair.
That's a cool bit of information for a magic user. I like how that was done.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, well, Guion. It seems like they may have a magic user in their ranks. I don't see how it'd be done with pen without magic.
Well, can you reverse it or Shazam it back to normal?
Oh, well, mate.
Yeah, Shazam it, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's fucking Shazam it, you. Jesus.
That's not, guys. That's not how magic works. You don't just Shazam stuff.
I have no idea.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Good idea.
That's a good one.
Interesting. Can you read me the description of Detect Magic, please?
That's a great question as well. Detect Magic for the duration. You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet. If you... 1 second. You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn the school. You can penetrate barriers, but is blocked. It just says magic. It doesn't say anything about residue.
Okay. Yeah, it is not a magical item, and it's not a magical creature. So I'm going to say it doesn't leak a school of magic.
It doesn't have a spell cast on it right now.
It doesn't have a spell
It's
cast on it
holding.
right now. No.
Okay.
Evie is magical, and she's from Conjuration, and she's my bird on my shoulder.
So it is his quiver.
Oh, right.
It's also conjuration magic.
Do I give off any magic?
Ooh, that's a great question. Brilliant question. There is a sort of a whirring teal glow that just sort of emanates from Groford.
He's got a hex core.
He's Chemtech, bro.
I'm Echo. Oh my god, I'm Time.
Yeah, there's something like inherently magical about Groford. But there doesn't appear to be a particular school of magic to that.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I think I managed to miss what you found on the paper, Guion. Like the exact.
We found that they'd removed things, but
Okay,
magically altered removed items.
Do we see the shipments from my wife's family? I've got the name. The Emulo.
There is no name of that name on this piece of paper.
Okay.
Question. I should have asked that
In the
question.
last
Great
week.
question.
Actually, you do see, going backwards through a few of the records, that there is a couple of other shipments of theirs.
Okay.
And things being shipped to them. Things that have come and
Okay.
gone.
Does it say where the item goes after the dock? Like once it leaves the warehouse?
Yes. It says it has a ship name. Unfortunately, they might have their own manifest that dictate exactly which. Like, it has a ship name and a country, but it doesn't have a like a continent or a city. It has a continent, of course. So it says those shipments were going directly to Algora, but it doesn't say they were leaving on this boat by this time and they arrived to a city.
So
at this particular period.
I was actually thinking more the opposite way around. So when a shipment arrives in Voltress and it's stored in the warehouse, and then it leaves from the warehouse to wherever it's going, does it tell where on Voltress the shipments are going to?
Oh, the other way around.
Or
So
who
if someone was to
collected
buy the goods that arrived from a ship. This doesn't appear to go into that level of detail, these documents.
Okay.
But for the most part, it looks like the goods are materials of some sort.
That's what they say they are, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Thank you very
Very
much
nice.
for your help.
I will-
Powers. I think
I
we've
will
got
let-
everything we need. Yeah.
We'll point this out to Dockmaster Powers as well. Be like,
Yes,
Yeah, I did.
This is very interesting. This is wonderful stuff. I never get to do anything like this in my day-to-day job. It's usually just and all this is just less investigation, you know.
Glad to give you some
Maybe,
insight,
Mr. Powers, you might be able to relay this information to the Feathered Guard next time.
Oh yes, I've been giving them nightly reports just in case there's any disturbances.
Wonderful. And do take care. It seems to be dangerous times for you at the moment.
Yes, I've got the gun.
That's a good idea. Good idea. Defend the people. Power to the people.
Yes,
Right.
that's an odd response, but yes.
Take care.
Thank you for your time, Master
Good
Powers.
American.
I think we all might be a
American.
potentially. Oh, yikes!
That's a strong turn and a big character choice you just made there.
Accidentally.
To be fair, we all carry weapons regularly.
Yeah, no,
Like-
it is true. It is true. And
It's
then
a
magic
dangerous
users,
world out there.
magic users just permanently carry weapons all the time.
There's a
I
lot
hate
less
weapons.
dragons in America than there are in, Algora.
I feel like they wouldn't.
That's fair.
Still, don't seem to need the excuse of dragons, you know. Anyway, let's not make this political.
Politics and
I'm gonna
towards
might come back
D&D.
to it particularly.
Back to D&D! Segue.
Cool. And then we're going climbing a mountain, right?
Is
Oh,
that where
yes.
you'd like to go?
So yes,
Are
we side questing?
Can I just get a quick check-in? The Corvid Brothers. Are we commissioned to take care of them, or are we?
You guys are leaving
We've-
the dockhouse, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been... Oh.
Welcome back to D&D.
D&D Beyond. It's your podcast.
D&D Beyond.
Welcome back to Dungeons and Nope, that's not our show.
Crit note.
An ancient trade!
So are we planning to go to the mountain today, or if we don't want to, I'm also down to go hunt down some Corvid Brothers, and I still have I owe one for Tusk. To be honest, I've got.
So-
We promised you the mountain. I'm happy to do the mountain.
I'm
You
down one.
Right.
know that you have 4 days until Voltress reaches its most northern point, and the Order of the Fallen Wing will be leaving. You reckon, estimating it'll probably take you 2 days to climb the mountain and return?
Gives us a spare day to do Corvid Brothers.
1 day, easy, no complications. In,
How
out,
hard could it
done.
be? How
50-minute
hard could it
adventure,
be?
20-minute adventure.
20 minutes. Speed run this shit. You know it's fine.
level 1 soul run. This.
Oh gosh. This
Let's
feels
go.
like the equivalent of when you're up at 6 o'clock and it's 9:30 and you're like, to get out of sleep, I need to be in sleep in half
Yep.
an hour. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
one game lasts half an hour, so I'm gonna do the game, and if I go to sleep instantly, then I get enough sleep.
Perfect.
We're saying this on the way to the mountain, by the way.
Yeah.
Is that where you're headed? Because you potentially know you don't have the supplies for conquering that mountain as well. Potentially,
Like
Wait,
ice
really?
cream and stuff.
potentially hard climb, as well as you don't have camping gear. You have a sleeping bag each.
You
Well,
are
yeah,
egging
I
on
think to
Guion
rest, yeah.
even more.
You
This
have,
is,
nothing
this
to, you
is
have nothing to sleep in, which would mean you.
I see
gain a point of.
literally no problems here.
me neither. This
yeah,
all
no.
the more challenge, Joe. All the more
Joe,
challenge.
we all three of us see the sign saying "Don't go here. This is not the story." But you
You
realize none of us are gonna
Entirely
listen.
welcome.
Yeah.
I would love to see what you think of the top of the mountain because I bothered to write it.
Okay,
but I'm just
I would
letting
like
you
you all
know
to
that
know-
it won't be easy.
I would like you all to know that I eat exhaustion for breakfast. So let's go.
Yeah, we've
Let's
seen.
fucking go.
I missed what you said you eat, so it just blurted out.
Exhaustion.
I said
Oh,
exhaustion.
exhaustion for breakfast. That makes a lot more sense.
Before
I
breakfast.
think you just said you ate eggs for breakfast. I was like, that's a regular thing to say.
It is a very normal
Yeah.
thing.
I like bran flakes for breakfast.
A little
Guys-
too normal.
Jesus, that's a little weird, actually.
Or is that too normal?
Yeah.
Bran flakes.
To the mountain.
Okay, no, but we could stop for some supplies on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's
we're going to a
I'm
cold area
camping and
anyway
climbing.
because we're going to.
Yeah.
True.
Zealand.
Yeah, let's get some. Should we get ourselves some winter sleeping bags?
Can I just look out on the way for like a cold shop? You know, your local
Guy
North
standing
Face.
outside,
I mean,
he
what-
looks- He looks like he looks real cold, dude.
I'm
He
looking
just
for
looks
your
awful.
local North Face. Okay.
Sam. No, we're doing the Corvid Brothers when we get back, not now.
The Corvid Brothers.
The Corvid
What?
Brothers. Cold shop.
What? What's happening?
The sickness, Corvid Brothers, the sickness guys.
The
Cold.
COVID, cold.
Yeah, cold.
COVID is really
Oh
funny.
my
It's
God.
really funny. If you
That
think
was
about
a
it, it's
stretch.
really funny. It's really funny.
I was just really delayed. My bad.
Some lag on the feed.
Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah.
It lags so
Oh,
hard it
fuck.
wasn't funny. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you find a shop called Right Face, which is appears to be a mountain climbing shop.
They have one mountain on this, but they've got an entire shop to.
Hey, people love climbing this mountain. It's technically the highest mountain there is, so
Yeah, that's true.
it's a
Hell
badge of honor
yeah.
climbing the mountain.
I'm going to go in and Is there? I guess there's like a shop person at the desk.
Yeah, you see, appears to be like
Name, lineage, description, actor.
he's a goblin. He hops out from behind the counter.
Amazing.
Hi guys, what can I get you?
Yes.
Would you like to do some climbing?
I'm actually going to go to the top of that highest mountain in Voltress.
You know what? You had the look. You look like you want to climb a mountain.
I'm straight. You see that he respects me. Now, this is a man of culture. What is your name?
I'm Gorb.
Gorb.
We got
You're a
Gorb.
good friend of mine now, Gorb. It's good to meet you. I'm
It's a
Guion.
pleasure to meet you too.
Now, can
Hey,
you-
have a
And you too as well.
Have a sending stone. We'll be calling you regularly.
It's the best pickup line I'm going to be using. By the way, what's your sending stone? Sorry.
We're gonna be good friends, Gorb, and I need the most macho, strong walking boots and bedroll for the biggest mountain in Voltress.
Okay, well, whilst he's getting that, could you also find a tent and some climbing gear?
You're looking to climb the white spike. We can either sell you these gears or you can rent them. You see.
Rental?
Sold 'em.
Actually, no, let's sell. Yeah, because we will need them in
Tiamat.
in
Yeah, we
Tiamat.
might need to buy them.
That makes sense. If you're heading to Tiamat, it's a nice place. It's good climbing around there. Me and my boys, we bossed a V6 round there one time. I wonder what.
Might I
Yeah.
say, might I say,
Mhm.
Gorb, might I say, you look like a fella who could do a V6. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh,
At,
yes.
at least a V6. At least a V6.
Hey, it gets a little tricky, but I manage it.
I'm obviously
Lord.
missing something here. Is this V? Anyway,
It's all
I'll
fine.
tell you
Don't
when
worry
you're
about
old.
it. You'll
I'll tell you
get
when
there.
you're old.
Yes, we'll educate
One
you
day,
about
one day.
It's amazing.
but yeah, a tent, a climbing kit, and your macho boots.
Macho boots. Now
Yeah,
that is.
Macho boots.
Hey, let me buying them. Let me shuffle back here. He's like he shuffles like through one of the coat racks, and like you see him like climb up one of the shelves, like pull up off another
Oh, what a
big
climber.
bag off, like shoves it off, shoulders it, like, easy, and he lands back down onto the floor and goes, "There's your tent. There's some. You might need some more." Some high density rope, proper stuff, some climbing pinions so you can put in any holds that you might need to. There are already a real well set route for any sections you're going to need to climb on, and then a set of boots for each of yours, and as well as your tent.
Sounds marvelous.
Yeah,
Best one.
right. That'll be 15, 10, 20 gold.
Well, here's 8.
That's not the right amount.
I mean, it's just also it's sort of a third, so we could pay. Are you okay with paying 8, Leon? I'll take that as a yes. So I mean, if Leon pays 8 and me and Torsten pay 6,
Right.
then we have 20.
What was the name of the shop, Joe? Mountain.
This
Face?
is right face.
Right fish.
We were south face, but you know the directions. Voltress got a little confusing.
So you rebranded.
Well, it was a very quick decision when we arrived on the island.
Do you think your rebranding was good? Were you
Oh,
glad
yeah.
you rebranded?
Yeah, absolutely. I never regret any of my decisions. I live life
Oh,
on
no.
the edge.
None of them. Okay, nice. One thing right now from childhood.
I stole a lollipop from a little bugbear, right
Ooh,
in the
feel bad.
woods.
Feel
And,
bad about that?
No, it was real tasty.
Oh,
hmm
I mean, to
I
be
never
fair,
regret anything.
bugbears aren't the nicest people often. So
It was really difficult actually because he had a really long reach.
Oh, right, yeah.
I had to get in there with a stick and like swap it when he was asleep.
You look like the type of person that, I hope you don't take any offence, that might have dabbled in the marijuana. Is that something you have been interested in? As a fellow climber, I may or may not have dabbled in it in the past.
I've been known.
This-
to get high.
We
while
don't,
high.
we don't allow that sort of thing in my brother. I don't know what the Empire does, but
I don't know. Brother has a pretty strong strain, if you know what I mean.
are we just going to go to this weed goblin for the entire time? Is that what our session is going to be?
The whole podcast. Well, there's your gear and the 20 gold. Yeah.
Okay, I'll collect the gear. So I'm gonna. So can I put it just climbing gear? Yeah.
Yeah, climbing gear and winter tent.
Torsten, you're paying 6 gold towards the kits.
Yep, for sure.
Rude. Well, good luck climbing the white spike.
The white spike. Okay.
Thank you, weed goblin.
We should leave Lucifer with plenty of food.
Oh yeah, it's
Yes.
dogs.
Oh, you think we should leave Lucifer?
Oh yeah,
But
Why
a
would
first
we
aid can't handle the.
it can handle the cold if it was
Yeah.
a full-grown dog, but I don't know whether he'd be able to handle the verticality. You know.
So I mean, okay. If we're
So what we
leaving
need to do is summon rope trick at the top of a cliff that we're going up.
if we have rope that's like
It'll
100
just.
feet tall, yeah.
You're not planning on using that dirty rope trick, are you? Don't you dare be using no rope trick.
Why is that cheating? Is it against the rules?
Yep. If I hear you using rope trick, I'll come and I'll cut your ropes.
But it's
Cool.
Please play Gorb as a playable character at some point in the future. I want this
playable
character
What, can we
in more
take him
games.
over?
Yep. I'm actually trained as a monk, you see.
Yes. So you actually
Oh,
suck.
I'm a climber, so I'm all sinewy.
It's just so that when he falls off, he doesn't hurt himself.
Live.
Yeah,
The idea.
To be fair, if you were going to make a climber, it would be a monk.
Absolutely.
Well, no, you'd be a ranger who get climbing speed.
Well, you the climbing speed as a ranger. Well,
The only
yeah.
that class can do. The only.
The only useful thing a ranger can do.
You can climb walls. That's
Oh my god, it's
This
almost like it
mountain
gets
was
entirely
designed
outdone
for the class.
by a level 9 monk.
okay. Well, I mean, if we need, do we need a dog sitter?
I don't do dog care.
Are you sure? I mean, we weren't even asking you. I was asking everyone else. But I mean,
Oh.
if you
Okay.
bring it up, I mean,
We're gonna start moving away. By the way, leave the shop aside.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Good to see you.
see you, Gorb. Have a good
Thanks.
day.
What's with the characters, like voices that hurt my jaw?
Yeah, that's quite a choice you make.
Yeah, it's not that's your choice. In fact, let's go back to Gorb and to speak to him for the next.
Oh, hi guys, you want to buy some weed? It's usually what people come back in for. When they got the tent, they want something to hot
They
box
go-
in it.
They buy the equipment. They go to the mountain. They look at it and go, "Now let's just get high."
Let's get some weed instead.
Put the tent up in the garden.
Yeah.
Like you're on the mountain.
I feel like Gorb's got a trench coat.
Yeah.
It's not
Gorb at least 80% trench coat.
but it's not a trench
Nice.
coat, it's just a normal coat, he's just small.
Just drags around him in all directions. It
Yeah,
pulls out
yeah.
like a dress.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could ask. We could see if the library would take him. We
Why
could
don't we
see-
ask Freya? I think Freya would be willing to, just check in on him, give him a walk every now and then.
True.
Yeah, that could work.
Me and Mike.
Leave her to musty mess.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, just in the interests of getting places, are we able to arrange dog care without interacting and role playing with Freya? Is that
for the sake of,
With
for the
dog
sake of
with
brevity.
Freya.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Up
Freya
mountain now.
We'll agree. That she will
50
make it clear
gold
that that
per
is not
day?
a that is not a long-standing arrangement. She likes dogs,
Of course, yeah.
but they're a lot to look after.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course. Cool. And then I guess we'll
To
we'll
the
head up to
mountain.
Going on a
The
bear
white
hunt.
spike. Now, as you approach the white spike, you are struck once again by its all-capturing beauty. It is a sheer mountain. It is classic pointy kids drawing mountain style. You know, point. towards the top of it. Can't make out any of the top like details at the moment, but yeah, it looks like there's the beginnings of the foothill path that runs down the center of Voltress and towards the foothills of the White Spike.
Okay.
I mean, is there an obvious path at the beginning of going up?
Yeah, you begin to wander through the low foothills of the White Spike. It's peaceful, calm, this close to the city, but the going isn't exactly easy. This is hard walking, and it seems to only get more and more difficult the longer the journey goes on. The first hour isn't too difficult, but getting into the second and the third, you're starting to do proper scrambling, like working yourself up onto things and climbing, going around and through gullies. The atmosphere changes; it starts getting a little colder as you breach out above the remainder of the foothills. And then, just as you're reaching like the third hour of climbing, it starts getting to ropes. You start having to use tying yourselves on. You tie yourselves together. Can I get a survival check from each of you?
Yeah.
Oh no!
19. I was built for this shit.
Ooh, 16.
Nice. The words of gore bring in your ear. Fucking do it, boys!
I rolled a 7.
7? Okay.
Robot can't climb
In
mountains.
the words of a great DM, don't look at you down.
Together, you manage to climb the mountain, and it doesn't really slow down your pace too much. It's a hard climb. There are, as you begin this like climbing section, you realize that people have put like big metal staples into the side of the cliff at regular intervals,
Nice.
with like tie-on points in between, so you've got somewhere to put your feet and the occasional like handhold. And as you push up and out, you get this glorious view of the Bay of Voltress and all of the city beneath you. It's stunning, like leaning out of one of the pinions and looking out. It's beautiful. You continue on climbing through the mountain, and as it gets later and later towards midday, you start to see the path like level out as you're getting closer towards the top. There is a thick sort of mist beginning to creep in as you're settling in around the middle of the day. That heat is rising and creating this band of mist that's swallowing the top of Voltress, but it adds quite a beautiful level of mystery to the air as you walk forwards. You see rising out of the fog appear to be like old buildings, like stacked cottages, like layers of slate stone that would have once been cottages or maybe farmhouses. And the path like wanders through them, through this foggy, abandoned village.
Why, through my time in the library, why is there a civilization this high up?
Well, that is interesting. Roll me a history check.
5.
Not really sure. Potentially there was something worthwhile up here.
Okay.
Must have been something worthwhile. It's not an easy climb.
And is it?
Some form of mine?
Do you say all the buildings are made out of stone?
Yeah. Unlike
Joe has died.
He's back.
Yep, unlike the rest of Voltress, it appears to be stone built rather than the pristine, like white of the buildings below you. This is rugged, like rugged stoneware and like rotted beams that have long since fallen through that would have supported stone roofs or dirt roofs as well. You wander through some of the buildings to see that there are, collapsed tables and cupware on the floor. A couple of like rusted candelabra on the table.
Well, this is slightly eerie.
It's a little strange.
Looking at all the tables and stuff, do you say there's cutlery and stuff on the tables?
There's like bits and pieces, like not a lot. There's like the occasional cup, like underneath some stones, or a fork still like stuck in the edge of a counter, or
Does anything give the idea that people have to leave in a hurry?
Yeah, signs of
Yeah.
scuffle. I was
Roll
gonna look.
me either an investigation or a history check.
Can I also roll one?
My rolls today are trash.
Woo!
I got it.
Mm-mm.
9 overall.
9 overall, and what was it?
8.
8 and 9. Yeah, hard to tell. Like, this could have just been not worth living in anymore, or like they might have left in a hurry. There isn't like fire damage and dragon talon holes in the wall, but there isn't a lot left.
Any big footprints on the floor?
Big footprints. With that roll, no, you don't see any particularly large footprints, or there's quite a well-trodden path that like wanders through the middle of this long abandoned village, like marked by like stacks of cairn stones moving through that help you move through the fog. But the path continues out the other side of this village. If you'd like to continue, or stay, or investigate, or any of the above.
I'm down to continue. I'm really enjoying this
Yeah.
view.
Let's press on.
It's a great use of my time. Well done, guys, thus far. If you need to turn back,
Nice.
let me know. Otherwise, let's reach the summit.
Should we have a sandwich break?
Oh, and a sandwich break.
Sandwich break somewhere.
Yes.
Important.
Yeah.
Important.
You continue out of the other side of the village. It's getting a little later now. It's probably like 1-2ish in the evening. Perfect time as the fog begins to split as you continue further up the mountain. You see even further up on the slopes than this abandoned village is a tower leaning out of the side of the mountain.
We've seen this tower, haven't we?
You did see this tower from a long ways away while you were
Ooh.
moving through the lower foothills of Voltress. You appear to be heading in the direction of it as you continue to climb up. Can I get another survival check? However, as you are still on staples.
Brush, I've not rolled above 10.
Woo! Big.
5.
What's it, Torsten?
2
2.
with a nat 1.
Will's really pulling his way over here with his 17.
There's a moment where one of the steel pins snaps under Torsten's foot. And you go, you plummet for about 10 feet. And then
I shouldn't have had that povage!
the rope snaps taut and you swing back into the mountainside. And it takes you a little while to recover. Broford, you're helping him out, trying to weigh him up, which is why yours is lower as well. Drag him up, and it takes a little while to recover, shake that off. So it takes you a little longer to do this section, but you make it past this particular difficult trial.
Are you alright, Torsten? That looked pretty scary.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. It was a bit of a shock, that's all.
Yeah.
Thanks for the help.
Let's be careful.
I think I was actually almost going to follow you there, but I think you
Yeah.
falling first stopped me.
That's good. That's
Well,
good. Let's stick together. I'll be back, Marker, from now on.
And I'll walk at the back.
You follow the path up as it continues, climbing over boulders and scree, and you reach a cliff face that has a pathway cut into the edge of it. And as you come round it, you see what appears to be a suspended cable bridge between the tower and the mountainside.
Well,
Look at that tower. A nice little buffet for us.
I mean, potentially. Given what just happened, I don't really trust this bridge.
The tower has quite a lean out to it. It starts lower down, and then it's got quite a strong foundation below a layer of cliff and on a flat section. And then as it comes up, it juts outwards again.
That's
At
very
twice.
Does it seem
its
active,
distance.
Joe? Any smoke, lights?
It doesn't appear to be. It looks in better nick than the village you just passed through, but it seems, long since abandoned. Some of the slate tiles are falling off the roof. The window shutters are hanging off. The door
How
on
high
the
are
other
we?
side of this rope bridge. How high off? What, sea level or high?
Sorry, the summit.
How far?
Yeah,
from
how
the
high
sea
up are we up at sea level? Not sea
Not
level.
Voltress, sea level. Let me get my calculator real quick.
Quite high.
I'm not really sure. This would be a scarf or pike level of climb you've just done. If
Pretty big.
That's an indication to you, and you've got
Okay.
maybe another hour's worth of climb to do.
Solid.
This could be a good place to rest or
The rest.
Maybe it's
Yes,
only in
I'm-
the afternoon. Maybe we can make it to the top and back down.
Probably about 3:30 now.
I mean, we have to walk into this tower.
Yeah, let's go to the top, have a nice view, and then come back down and sleep there on the way down. Does that sound okay?
I'm certainly down to try it.
Is that okay to
Yeah,
you,
we can
Torsten?
do that. Yeah.
Push on
Just
to the
to
summit.
make sure, if the tower starts to crumble, do you guys have a way to save yourself?
Right.
Let's do it. I'm down to go up. Let's go.
Second wind.
Oh, yeah.
We'll hit the peaks first, so that way, if we die, we've at least seen the highest mountain in the world.
Facts. That's great.
So basically going there on the way down.
Now you're speaking my language.
Living heavy metal.
Yeah,
Hello.
you continue on through and past the edge of this tower. You can see, it's long since landed, but you continue up and onto the next section, which only is another survival check for.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
gonna
at
say,
yeah,
In the
no.
back.
I rolled a 10.
10? Woo!
Yay!
17.
I got 14, 16, 14.
Ooh.
14.
14? Okay, nice. It goes a little easier than the last climb, but still tricky. This is about as hard as it gets. The mountainside comes like out on itself, creating this overhang. You have to like hook your elbow through some of the staples, and then like hang off them to like reach for the next one, unhook, and then like go again. It's hard work, but yeah, as you make it to the summit, you can see the entirety of Voltress spread out below you. Its crystal surface of the top of the mountain here is caked in a light layer of snow, and in all directions you can see the blue to white sea of Voltress and the sprawling city beneath you.
We did it.
I wonder how often the members of Voltress just fly up here.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah,
We're a
that's-
lot
yeah.
weaker than what
That'd
we've
be
done.
cheating, understood?
We engaged
Yeah, the
Echo.
challenge doesn't seem quite as tough when there's people with wings around.
But I mean, they probably definitely couldn't do the challenge we just did.
This is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah, well.
amazing, though, what we've just done. I mean, look at the view, and this is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted.
You can see
Very
here on the summit, there's a flat section people seem to rest at, as well as a trig point at the top of the mountain, with seems to be
What?
made out of metal, like a twisted sculpture that builds up to create a perfect level at the top.
Is that to be sure of how high above sea level we are, or sky level, or what? Like,
You're not sure of the purpose of this particular trig point, although it seems that people have been putting to an alternative use of around the bands that lock it to the floor. There are like 20 of these like steel bands that lock it into the top of the mountain. People have been scratching their names into the side of each band.
That's fair.
Gwyn's gonna go round to the side and pee on it to
Look,
oh
This is-
really? You come
I'm
all
going to be
the way over
uploading
here
that to
do that?
Scenic Pisses.
About you guys, lads. About you guys, okay? When a man's got to go, got to go.
That's fair. Are you going to create the biggest waterfall in the world?
that was a short rainfall.
How is it oddly warm?
Oh, is Gwyn hydrated? Does it stink?
Oh,
No, it
it's-
freezes to his knob as he
Oh no!
it's cold up here.
Gwyn then also will he'll just scratch a line, I think, not his name. Just a line. He's not artistic enough to do his name.
You got a spell. Love it. Anyway.
True.
Gwyn will also Grove will also come along and scratch his name.
Torsten will not, because that's vandalism, and that's not nice.
True.
Oh,
Good.
such an awful, yeah, such an awful thing.
No worries. Take a seat.
Yeah,
Take in the
sit
view.
and rest and watch.
I think spend like 15 minutes doing that, and then when you get to the top of the mountain, it gets fucking
you're
freezing when you
cold.
stop moving.
Yeah.
Yep. So I feel like
Absolutely.
Back
Should we
down
go
to the
and-
tower.
We should go and shelter in the tower, really, shouldn't we?
yeah, that's
You
Yeah.
turn around just in time to see
Ooh.
something swoop right in front of you.
Oh.
For a moment, you're like, that was a weird place for a wall. And then you realize that it's still moving. You hear a flap.
I cover my ears.
Then something like impacts onto the side of the mountain. You hear it as you look down to see a huge bird. Gargantuan in size.
Oh God, what?
No. Joe, you haven't given us.
Is Dwayne Johnson
Um,
here?
Quick, hide.
Yo.
Yeah.
Roll the stealth check for me.
Is there, is
I'm
there,
gonna run like 20 feet, get out of line of sight, then hide.
There
is
is
there,
not
like,
a lot of
Yeah,
space.
we back away from the edge and try and hide on the summit.
is there snow up here, Joe?
There is, yeah, there's quite a lot of something.
23.
23, nice.
Can I? Because this
14.
feels just a little bit important. Can I cast Armor of Agathist on myself to try and blend in with the snowy iciness?
Okay, yeah, I'll say
Will you allow
that gives
that?
you a +1. Yeah.
Nice. Let's
That'll be a
go
+3.
+1.
Let's get to that.
Oh my
It's a
God! I
start
rolled.
to roll.
Once again, my rolls being very, very low. So it's a +3.
Mhm.
Stealth 6.
Nice.
Okay.
Holy.
That's not good.
The rock, you hear its like claws like dig into the mountainside as it like walks up to the top of the summit. It alights there for a moment and it shakes its feathers out. Top of the peak of Voltress. You don't know a lot about rocks, but this one seems a little unusual. There is large, like trailing feathers behind its wings that like almost wrap down towards the bottom of the mountainside. It lets out a that echoes out into the sky. It takes a look down towards its feet, where you cower in the snow, and it jumps and drifts off.
Go, let's go down, let's go down.
Stop moving down the mountain.
Yeah.
Double pace.
Yeah, roll
Double
a
time.
survival check for me, making it down that section to the tower.
10.
I'm gonna put all my dice in Dice Joe.
Oh my God.
4.
4,
3.
3.
We just suck. I'm putting both those dice in Dice Joe.
It takes you a little while. You're shook up. It takes you
Yeah.
a long time. Like you have to take a couple of rests, like part way down. You just like tie yourself in and hang
What
off
the hell
side
was
of the
that?
mountain. But you do eventually make it back down to the path, but it is solidly dark by the time you reach that section.
We're trying to
the
get to
tower.
the tower, yeah.
Yeah. By the time you make it to the tower, it's dark. It takes you that long to do that last section.
We'll get in the tower.
Well, there's
does it have a door?
there's not a great bridge going across. So
No,
is
it
that...
seems to be
Oh, yeah,
like a
are we gonna get
suspended wire
bridge?
bridge.
We did buy a tent. We could camp outside the tower and investigate it in the morning.
Yeah, but then you're with the rock.
Then you
Oh,
are
yeah,
outside.
maybe the tower's a good idea.
The tower's shelter, but it's also unknown danger.
Okay, I vote Torsten. Being the heaviest, you should try it out and go across. And I'll tie a rope to
I
you,
don't think
and then
Torsten...
tie a rope to me, and me and Corvid will hold it in case anything happens.
I don't think Torsten's the heaviest.
Corvid!
Good point.
It's likely to be me.
You should go.
I
across,
am
and
the
me and Torsten will
strongest
hold
though,
it.
so I would
Yeah.
be ideally
Well, me
suited
and
to
you, I
holding
think,
the
could-
rope.
How far is the bridge, Joe?
It's about 15 feet. 20
Oh,
Okay.
I think it should be me because I can get myself out of this situation.
Yeah, you should go
Well,
across,
that's
and I'll
nice.
tie a rope round you, and to me and Torsten will hold it.
But
Yeah.
even if I fall, I can get myself out.
Awesome.
That's pretty good.
So I think we'll be all right. But I mean, the rope is a good idea because then I can
Yeah.
hold it for you guys. So I will tie the rope around me.
Go for it, just before you go.
Yes, go on.
Don't die.
Thank you. I will not. If the rock comes by, don't die.
Caca! Bang! Hit the side.
And I will make way
Snip.
to the bridge.
Bang!
So when you campaign, the DM put them against a rock at level 3, and they all died.
And they all
That's a great
died.
TPK. It was beautiful, though.
It was beautiful. Knock us all off
It
the
was
top of the head.
tempting, Joe. I know I saw it in your eyes. You were like,
Nah. Yeah, it's no
I will
reason.
go across the bridge. Go across the bridge.
You go across the bridge.
With my weight.
Yeah, it seems fairly sturdy as you walk across it. It does groan a little bit in complaint against your particularly large mass, but it seems to hold as you make your way across to the tower. The door is a bit stiff, takes a bit of forces open, and you hear it like hit something not hard, but like a little dense on the other side of the door.
It's good. Come over.
Okay,
Are you next, Torsten, or me?
I can go next.
if Torsten makes it
Might
over
have to
overall
make
final.
And I'll hold the rope.
Just to my area quickly.
You make it all easy. Should we hold a minute?
Yeah, let's hold it.
Yeah.
When you is this the bird thing you sent, Jude?
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like that pennant in Nightjar.
We were talking the other day about
Very-
rocks, Joe. So as soon as you said it was a rock, and I looked at the stats recently, so I have a rough idea of what it is, and I'm like, bro, no way. It's
That's
terrifying.
We
D&D
will
monster, that's
die.
what that is.
Literally. I think if
bum.
we sprinted, we would accomplish half its movement speed.
Pushed your way into the tower. That thing you impacted in against as you opened the door was a stack of books that like fell over and fell down these spiral staircase on the inside of the tower. It seems to go down into a dusty interior that's very dimly lit. It's hard to see anything in here, but there are a few torches along the wall, as well as a fireplace towards the bottom that are unlit.
They're unlit, okay. Any signs of habitation?
There's lots of cobwebs.
Okay.
Like thick to the air, like the dust, like almost like you cough as you open the door because it hits you like a wall. It looks like no one's really lived here for a long time. There are the occasional, like seems to be like not very common set of footprints in the dust. Maybe potential other climbers who've used this spot.
Torsten, maybe you would light the fire and go fed. Maybe me and you can try and clear out some of this dust and cobwebs. I fear for my lungs sleeping here.
And I'm going to start using Gus to kind of push out some of the.
As soon as you cast Gust,
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
the whole room just like turns grey momentarily. Like Groford goes an entirely different shade of grey than he usually is. Torsten, you go like salt and pepper momentarily.
Yeah.
The whole room just like rattles from Gust.
You know when your computer works extra hard.
Yeah.
I cast prestidigitation to try clean everything up as we go along. I use it a lot.
Everything like dusts off. It takes you a decent stretch of time, but you clear off the interior of this tower. It seems to be just this one room at the top of this tower, connected by the bridge.
Okay.
How nice is the architecture?
Not bad, but nothing grand. It's
Right.
well made. It's sturdy built. Otherwise, it wouldn't have survived on the top of Voltress like this. You can see as you survey the room, it looks like there's a bed. Seems to be the fireplace. There's a couple of chairs and a table and a little kitchen, as well as appears to be a large workbench that dominates the majority of the space. As you clean the floor, you can see the floor is made of this mosaic tile that cuts from one side to the other, and it's just the letter F on the base of the floor.
Fur, you say?
F.
F for Foxtrot.
F for fuck off. Get out my tower.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
There seems to be... There's a few, candlesticks, like half used, as well as a bunch of like rotted and dusty like bits of parchment, paper, the books that were up against the door. But apart from that, it seems.
Can I have a look at those?
Unused.
By the way, what type of books they are?
Yeah, make a investigation check.
That's my worst skill.
Nice.
2.
I'll roll.
As you
Amazing.
as you pull open one of the books, like the leaves fall out from the spine and it like scatters across the floor.
No.
Some of those
No.
like crumbled into dust in your hands. It's old.
Gotta hate books. Why do you even use them? Just remember things like a real person.
Grant, you said you want to look as well.
Does Guillaume want to look?
I'll probably
Yeah,
have
I just
a-
do have a pastime.
I'll
Sure.
probably have a look. Yeah, so
Yeah,
some
I'll
books.
look too.
Nice. Both of you make an investigation check.
Investigation. Okay, I rolled 10, everybody. But I rolled more because I have investigation. I
Okay.
got to
Solid.
12.
Woo!
Natural 20 for 24.
Whoa, what?
Okay,
Cool kid
okay.
got an extra 20.
You flick through some of these leaves, and like I said, they are really damaged. There's not a lot of information on them, but they look like technical drawings. They look like schematics and like bits of mechanical work. Seems to be like a mechanist laboratory, or at least like the rudimentary starts of it. A lot of the drawings are a little young, if that makes sense. They're very well made, but they're of little creatures or frogs or little mice or birds or.
Is it a tool signed by who might have done it?
Doesn't appear to be. There's the occasional little F written in the bottom corner.
I will point this out to yourself, Wilfred.
F. I mean, it seems more and more like who lived here.
Yeah, maybe when you go to see your mystery lady that helps fix you, you could ask about the F signature. You know,
I can
see
do if you'd like.
involved. Could be good. Could be good.
Sure.
Maybe
I
that's the
can-
rocks.
Oh, you think the rock was the rocks? What is the rock's name? What do we think? Is it just F or is it like
Fernando?
Believe the rock can spell so.
Fernando?
Fernando is definitely what it is.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yes. Fernando Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Fernando. I am Fernando of the Mountain. And with that rather humble note, we will end today's session.
Okay. We didn't die, everybody. Let's go.
A very humble episode of exploration and adventure.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for listening to More Than a Story.
Thank you.
I go.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Does that go through your mind when you're wielding very soft metal?
Nah. I don't like to think about it.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, it's like, just don't be a fucking idiot. That's
Yeah. Is the general trend.
before we had health and safety, we had common sense, and that got us through quite a while.
There was a comedian about talking about that. He said, the health and safety was like Slovakia or something.
Yeah.
The health and safety in Slovakia, bro. It's literally like, okay, so there's a river and there's a path. Are you wet? No, you're on the path. If you're wet, you're in the river.
Right.
Don't need a sign.
No fences, no signs.
Classic.
Which I guess is fair enough. Is your hand on fire? No? Good. Yes? Get out the fire.
The answer is yes to any of the above questions. You might be an idiot. Are you on fire? Yes. It's like, then don't be in the fire.
And stop talking to me. What are you doing?
How are
Bring
you
yourself
being so
out.
coherent instead of screaming? Right
Get
now?
off your phone!
Stop, and roll!
Stop watching TikTok!
Just looking up how to do it. That's it. It's like, it was on fire, but I didn't know what the procedure was, so I looked it up on my phone, and now I'm dead. But that's it. I didn't
1
have
out of
enough
5
time.
stars would not do again.
Oh.